Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Faye at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Holm going back. Holm will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Holm, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner.
Central Nebraska's sports source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Source.
And good evening, everybody. We welcome you live to Ansley High School as we bring you live coverage of the boys D1-11 subdistrict basketball tournament. 2 games on tap tonight. Top seed Ansley Litchfield will take on Twin Loup in game 1. That is coming up. And then that'll be followed by the number 2 seed, South Loup, taking on the number 3 seed in the tournament, Sandhills Valley. Both games live for you tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. And as we get you ready for game 1 of our special doubleheader tonight, we want to say thanks to all of the sponsors who are making tonight's game possible. And for game 1, we say thanks to Twin Loup Boosters, Central Nebraska Electric, Hermsmeyer Agronomy, Main Street Styles, Town and Country Bank, Muddy Creek Ag, Ansley Lumber and Supply, Joe's Motor Company and Hazard, Flatwater Bank, Bailey Crop Service, Insurance of the Heartland, Spartan Cafe, and Sports Bar. Tonight's radio coverage of our Opening game of the doubleheader is also being brought to you in part by the Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Aeroseed, Shelter Insurance, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Meade Lumber, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, A to Z Lawn Pro, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, and Gateway Motors. Also presenting a live video stream accompanied by our radio call of tonight's games, and we'll come back and tell you more about that after these words.
Twin Loup Wolves is being brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters, whose members include Orville's Repair, Prairie Thunder Game Birds, Roberts Chiropractic, Sargent Chamber of Commerce, Sargent Education Association, Sargent Corner Market, Sargent Insurance Agency, Sargent Packing, Seidel Construction, Sitka Law Office LLC, Speltz Lumber, Schlegel Angus, Kristen Schlegel, and Stoll, Gavecki, and Piskorski PC. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Monty Hermsmeyer with Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer Seed wishes these hardworking athletes the best as they compete in this sports broadcast. Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer works hard to provide quality service and stands behind their product. Just like Pioneer Seed is the foundation of a bountiful harvest, our area student athletes are the seeds to our future success. Good luck from Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer Seed, located in Sargent.
Main Street Styles in Ansley would like to congratulate the Ansley Litchfield Spartans on their success in sports and in the classroom. Connie is excited to welcome Kirsten Myers to Main Street Styles. Walk-ins are welcome. She would love to see you. For a large selection of family hair care services, facial waxing, nail services, ear piercing, and tanning. Stop in or call Main Street Styles at 308-935-1489. Main Street Styles, sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Since our bank was founded in 1905, we have been the community bank that's part of your community. Whether it's Friday night at the football game or volunteering at the local celebration, at Town & Country Bank, building relationships is what matters. That's why we gladly support the towns in which we live and work. This is Heather at Town & Country Bank, and I invite you to stop in today and let us show you how banking should be. Town & Country Bank, relationships you can bank on.
Relationships matter. Town & Country Bank.
Member FDIC.
Muddy Creek Ag supports the Ansley Litchfield Spartans. Pete, Ryan, Trey, and Brandy are your suppliers of all feed and seed products, Traeger grills, and seasonings as well. They also have new and used seed tenders and are proud to be Channel Seedmen. Good luck, Spartans, from Muddy Creek Ag. Call them at 308-935-1155. The same people with the same great products on Highway 2 in Ansley. Muddy Creek Ag is proud to bring you this sports broadcast.
Just as all the area sports teams work to build themselves towards victories, your building team at Ansley Lumber and Supply is ready to help with all the projects you have going on or have in mind. They're open 8 to 5:30 Monday to Friday and Saturday 8 to noon. Provide delivery and offer the quality tools and products you can depend on, including premium grade lumber. From framing and trusses to countertops and cabinets, Ansley Lumber and Supply, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Joe's Motor Company in Hazard is proud to bring you this sports broadcast. Pickup trucks are designed to work hard and be dependable, and pickup trucks are what Joe's Motor Company specializes in. You can't miss them when you're cruising down Highway 2 past Hazard. Give them a call today at 308-452-3030 or visit joesmotorcompany.com. Joe's Motor Company of Hazard, 25 miles north of Kearney or 45 miles northwest of Grand Island. Proud sponsors of this broadcast.
At Flatwater Bank, we're still committed to calling our customers by name. Because of technology, we may not see you as much anymore, but whether you choose to bank with us online or in person, we're still your hometown bank. We still call you by name when we see you, and we're here for you when you need us. If you're currently not our customer, we would love a chance to show you what you've been missing. Visit us today to start banking with a bank that knows you. At Flatwater Bank, we are still pioneering.
Member FDIC.
And we come back to Ansley High School, getting ready for Game 1 of our special doubleheader tonight from the D1-11 Boys Basketball Subdistrict Tournament. Game 1 featuring Ansley Litchfield against Twin Loup. Not only are we broadcasting tonight's games on radio, but we are also presenting a live video stream of tonight's games as well, and you can access that by going to sandhillsexpress.com. Just click on live stream, and that'll take you to the links that you can click on to watch tonight's game. You can also go directly to the Sandhills Express Facebook page and Sandhills Express YouTube channel to get a live video stream of both of our games tonight. As we get ready for Game 1 between Ansley Litchfield and Twin Loup, we want to say thanks to these sponsors who are already flashing across your screen that are sponsoring the video stream of Game 1 tonight. And they include Muddy Creek Ag, Bailey Crop Service, Palmer Monument, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Nebraska State Bank, Insurance of the Heartland, Mead Lumber, Culligan, Broken Bow Livestock, Lyons Appliance, and Callaway District Hospital. Again, our live video stream of tonight's games accessible through sandhillsexpress.com or by going directly to the Sandhills Express Facebook page and or Sandhills Express YouTube channel. Ansley Litchfield and Twin Loup, guys around on the court taking their pregame warm-ups. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll welcome Jeremy Scheib to the booth. He'll be helping us call tonight's action. We'll get his thoughts on Game 1 as we get you ready for Ansley Litchfield and Twin Loup from the D1-11 Boys Basketball Subdistrict Tournament coming up on KBBN Radio.
Bailey with Bailey Crop Service in Ansley is proud to support the Ansley Litchfield Spartans student athletes in all that they do. Bailey Crop Service is your Pioneer seed dealer just off Highway 2 in Ansley. Pioneer continues to stand at the forefront of leading genetics in crop production. Stop in or call Mike to learn how Pioneer can benefit your fields. 935-1783. That's Bailey Crop Service in Ansley, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is a proud radio sponsor of area high school sports. The skills that students learn in athletics go beyond the playing field. These student athletes learn teamwork, work ethic, and competitiveness, just to name a few. The sports that they participate in also are a way to bring communities together. The team at Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is happy to help bring you this broadcast to cheer on your team.
The Spartan Cafe and Sports Bar loves cheering on the Spartans, and they hope to see you through their doors soon. Boasting a family-friendly atmosphere in downtown Litchfield, they are open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 2 for lunch, as well as 4 to midnight. Dine in or carry out delicious food, or grab a drink at the full bar and try your hand at the skill games they have. Go and find them on Facebook, the Spartan Cafe and Sports Bar, downtown Litchfield.
Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is being brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters, whose members include Taylor Storage, Team Physical Therapy, Terry and Chandra Horkey TCH Seeds, the Ritz Cafe, Trotter Grain and Fertilizer, Trotter's Woe and Go, Upstream Ranch, Valley County Health System, and What a Big Ranch, Casey, Kathy, Cash, Emily, Talon, and Zyzen Tobias. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loup Bobcats, and Silver debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curb, west of Broken Bow.
Are prairie dogs wreaking havoc in your pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from Aeroseed. Rosol is a restricted use pesticide approved for use on prairie dogs by licensed pesticide applicators between October 1st and March 15th. Rosal is an easy-to-use bait that provides excellent acceptance, has superior weatherability, and proven reliability. To learn more about Rosal, call or stop by Arrow Seed in Broken Bow today.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV?
What? Oh, no way, dude. Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
Contact your local shelter insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
Custer Federal has been helping customers acquire new and or improve existing homes for over 90 years. We are excited to have the opportunity to help you finance your home purchase, improvement, or refinance. Whether it is move-in ready or a fixer-upper, we have mortgage experts who are up to speed on all types of financial solutions. We will work with you from application to closing to make the process as easy as possible. Get the keys to your dream home with Custer Federal, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And we come back to Ansley High School, getting ready again for Game 1 of our doubleheader from the D1-11 Boys Subdistrict Basketball Tournament as the top seed Ansley Litchfield gets ready to take on Twin Loup. Well, for Ansley Litchfield, been a great year, 17-3 after the regular season coming into this sub-district tournament. They've won 6 in a row. Their only losses have been to Plainview, Amherst, and SEM. They are winners of the Fort Kearney Conference Boys Basketball Tournament. Never an easy thing to accomplish, and they defeated SEM in the championship game 48-46. So Coach Drew has his team playing exceptionally well as we go through this 2023-24 season. They're led by 3 players who average double figures. Luke Bailey leading the way this season at 16 points per game. Zach Loy averages 11 a game, and Ryan Bailey also averages double figures at 10 points per game. They take on Twin Loup tonight. Twin Loup picked up their 10th win of the season last night by defeating Burwell in the opening game of this sub-district tournament, 58-37. They are 10-13 overall. Last night, a big night for Henry Sortum. He led the way for Twin Loup last night with 15 game-high points. Quincy Riker was also in double figures for the Wolves last night with 14. These two teams have played once already. That was way back on January the 5th, and Ansley Litchfield was able to win it 45-32. We welcome to the broadcast area Jeremy Scheip. He was here last night to witness Twin Loup's win over Burwell. Solid performance, it looked like, Jeremy, from the Wolves.
Well, when it comes to scoring, their third most solid game of the season. It was their third highest scoring output. And really, just in general, you talk about their attitude and just the way they were going about things. Looked like a team that was having fun. Looked like a team that was really meshing well. They were pumping each other up, high-fiving, getting excited when their fellow teammates made good plays. And I think that's the point that every coach wants their team to be at right now, playing loose, having some fun, knowing that everything is on the line, but also going out there and remembering that sports is something to have fun with as well.
Your thoughts on what it will take for Twin Loup to knock off the number 1 seed Ansley Litchfield tonight?
Fundamentals. Sometimes you just got to do the little things in order to be in a game against a top 10 rated opponent. If they can get in there and wrestle away some rebounds, earn themselves extra possessions while limiting possessions for their opponent, Ansley Litchfield, I think rebounding is going to be the number 1 key for Twin Loup in this one. You got to make shots too at every single level. Basketball, it's hard to win a game if you don't make shots. And they got a lot of layup opportunities in their game against Burwell, and they got some contributions from players a little bit further down on their bench. Luke Ben Harris put in 9, Aaron Glendy with 8. Many of those points for Glendy coming off of offensive boards right under the basket, finding a good angle and putting up a score right after. So getting contributions from several different players along your bench going to be huge as well, but rebounding I think is going to be a really big key because Ansley Litchfield is a very fundamentally sound team historically under this coaching staff, and you've got to box them out.
Yeah. Ansley Litchfield, top seed in the tournament. There are 12 sub-district tournaments taking place across the state. The 12 sub-district champions will all advance to a district final, And then the next 4 highest teams in the NSAA point standings will also advance via the wild card. Ansley Litchfield has put together a phenomenal regular season. Coming into this tournament, they are sitting 4th in the point standings. So they're right there if they should stumble in the sub-district tournament. But, Jeremy, I've yet to talk to a coach that says, you know what, we're just going to rely on the wild card. They want to play their way into a district final.
Yeah, they definitely do, and this is a team that has earned that top 10 ranking in a different way. That sometimes we get to this point in the season and you see a team that's in a sub-district tournament and they're, 14-6, 13-7, something like that. This is a 17-3 team, and you start to dig into their schedule. They're not playing sub-500 teams. They're playing above 500 teams, and the reason for that is being in the conference that they're in. You're going to be battle-tested, and when you make it to the postseason and are successful in the postseason, there is a reason for that, and they can hang their hat on winning that conference tournament alone because getting victories against Elm Creek and Sumner Eddyville Miller back-to-back, not an easy feat, and they've been battle-tested all season long, so they're looking to get the win, secure their spot in the next round.
Going to be a fun night. Game 1 coming up. Ansley, Litchfield, and Twin Loup from the D1-11 Boys Sub-District Basketball Tournament. It's next on KBBN.
Celebration, tailgate, or watch party? Then you need to come and see us at the grocery cart. Between our amazing deals and GK Wine and Spirits, we'll help you treat your guests right. Start out with a meat and cheese tray or a Chester's chicken in the deli, or pick up a rack of smoked ribs. For drinks, our aisles at the GK Wine and Spirits are full with savings on your favorites. The deli and GK Wine and Spirits, inside the grocery cart, Broken Bow.
Agland ATV would like to acknowledge all the local athletes and coaches from our area. We are proud of the athletes for the sportsmanship, hard work, and dedication that they put into each season. Agland ATV knows all about working hard and playing hard, just like a Polaris. Best of luck to all the local teams from Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Polaris adult models are for riders age 16 and older. Always wear a helmet and be sure to take a training course. Polaris machines are not intended for on-road use.
If the cold weather does anything, it makes us notice the drafts our homes are letting through. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow is proud to be your local solution for sailing up those drafts and making your home more efficient. They sell quality Anderson windows. Both 100 and 400 series are available for your new construction or replacement project. Of course, they have the foam for around those windows too. Mead Lumber is still being remodeled, but inside, their knowledgeable staff is ready to help with your DIY project.
Are you suffering from back pain? Team Physical Therapy can help by addressing the root cause of your pain. 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy focuses on manual therapy, exercise, stretching, and personalized plan for you. Call 872-5111. Physical therapy can reduce inflammation, improve flexibility, and increase strength. Don't let that low back pain slow you down. Call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or check out any of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, or Kearney.
The winter sports apparel clearance is going on right now at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow. Save between 30 and 50% off winter items like hoodies, sweatpants, stocking hats, gloves, and more. If it's winter apparel, it's on sale. Scott is excited for spring and the track season. Go and see the nice selection of track shoes perfect for practice and competition from brands like Brooks and Under Armour. Open Monday through Saturday. Gear up at Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
And again, we come back to Ansley High School, getting ready for the tip now between Twin Loup and Ansley Litchfield. Game 1 of our doubleheader tonight from the D1-11 Sub-District Boys Basketball Tournament. Starting lineups for tonight's game are being brought to you in part by Fort County Heating and Air, proud to sponsor high school sports. Owners Brian Hogg and Austin Cox serve the area with a combined 20 years of experience in the HVAC industry. No matter what the temperature is outside, they'll make sure the temperature inside is just right. Call for a free estimate at 24-hour service at 872-2258. Starting lineup for Twin Loup, 10-13 on the season. Quincy Riker, a 5'9 senior. Lukeman Harris, 6'1 freshman. Henry Sortum, 6' sophomore. Emmett Sortum, 6'2 junior, and Mace Barron, a 6-foot sophomore. Starting lineup for Ansley Litchfield: Luke Bailey, Ryan Bailey, Zach Loy, Ashton Bemerwald, and Jacob Heapy. So they stand in the center circle, and we're ready to tip it off for game one of our doubleheader tonight from the D1-11 Subdistrict Basketball Tournament. Emmett Sortum jumping against Luke Bailey. They'll toss it in the air, and the tip controlled by the Spartans. Ansley Litchfield working right to left as we view the action for you here at Ansley High School. Bemerwald will dribble into the lane. He'll take the tough contested jumper, partially blocked, into the hands of Ryan Bailey. Goes up, can't finish. Bemerwald fighting for the rebound. Had his hands on it, but lost it out of bounds. Ball goes over to Twin Loup.
Couple of good looks for Ansley Litchfield there, but Twin Loup able to do just enough to stop the possession. Now they've got to capitalize on the other side.
Harris handles it for the Wolves. A deep three. It's good. Lukeman Harris from deep puts Twin Loup in front 3-0 as we play 30 seconds here in the opening quarter. Bailey stumbled, regains control, goes up and scores.
On that three on the other end, not something we saw Harris do a whole lot of in the previous game. He took a lot of three-point shots, just wasn't able to get a lot of them, and there's something you see Luke Bailey do a lot.
Yeah, steal by Bailey to the rim and a layup. 4 in a row for Bailey, and Ansley Litchfield goes up 4-3 as we played a minute here in the first.
That's something he knows how to do, use those long arms, and he finds passing lanes.
Quincy Riker handles it as they try to attack this 2-3 zone applied by the Spartans. Harris out to Riker. Inside it goes to Barron, who goes glass and scores.
What a find.
5-4, Twin Loup leading. We've played almost 90 seconds here in the opening quarter. Winner of this game will advance out and play for the sub-district final on Thursday. Loy off to Heapy. Heapy gets into the lane, to the rim, and scores.
Well, he's a kid that had played off of the bench for several years for Ansley Litchfield. Always gave them good minutes, averaging just short of 8 a game, but he can go off.
Henry Sortum from the corner. Henry had a huge night last night, leading Twin Loup in scoring with 15. Gets the bucket there. Back and forth we go. Twin Loup 7, Ansley Litchfield 6. Zach Loy gets into the lane. He'll go up. A whistle and a foul going to be called against Twin Loup. Mace Barron tried to step in front of Loy. Didn't quite get there soon enough. Got whistled for the blocking foul. That'll be his first as Loy goes to the line. First one. Yes. Been an entertaining opening 2 minutes as Loy gets ready for his second. On its way, got them both, and Ansley Litchfield retakes the lead at 8-7.
Rebound's going to be big in this game. Have a feeling free throws could be almost as equally important.
Quincy Riker, pass intended for him, taken away by Bailey in midair. Luke Bailey bounces it over to Loy. Zach thought about the deep three, now drives in. Beautiful move around Barron, gets to the rim, no good. A rebound, Ryan Bailey, and the putback is good. Now, something you talked about, Jeremy, rebounding. Ryan Bailey with the offensive board there, and Ansley Litchfield goes up 10-7.
Well, when someone's averaging almost 9 rebounds a game, you know there's someone who has a nose for the basketball, and he certainly does.
Riker swings it right side over to Henry Sortum. Now Quincy gets it back. Riker works off the high ball screen, sends it in the corner to Barron. Barron, one bounce to his left, tries to throw it inside to Henry Sortum, but picking it off in midair is Ashton Bemerwald of Ansley Litchfield. Spartans with a basketball. They'll toss it in the corner to Heapy. Heapy brings it into the lane, kicks it out to Bemerwald. Dribbles to his left, sends it off to Bailey. Bailey around Riker to the rim and scores.
Well, if you're Twin Loup, you got to do something to get rid of this turnover bug that you've got here early in the first quarter. Have to value possessions because Ansley Litchfield's offense is showing that it's plenty warmed up here early.
Spartans with their largest lead of the game now at 5. 4.5 to go in the quarter. Lukeman Harris, a deep three, off no good. It'll go out of bounds and belong to Ansley Litchfield.
Well, if you're Twin Loup, you kind of get the feeling that Harris you can get 3-point. A lot of teams can get 3-point shots at any point. It's not the most sure shot in the world. You want to try to get something going to the rim, but Ansley Litchfield's defense is just so savvy, especially with Bailey there at the top of it.
Ryan Bailey at the left elbow tries to hand it off to Loup Bailey, but stepping in between and knocking the ball away was Emmett Sordum. It's going to go out of bounds, though, off of Twin Loup, and Ansley Litchfield will inbound it. Substitutions for the Spartans. Owen Cunningham is in along with Joshua Lewis. They play on the floor with the Bailey boys and Bemerwald. Inside pass, Ryan Bailey goes reverse and scores. Ansley Litchfield on a run. They lead 14-7 now. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first. Riker sends it off to Harris. Harris puts it on the floor, keeps the bounce alive, now gives it up to Barron. Mace, one bounce to his right, sends it off to Riker. Quincy trying to go against Lewis, now throws it inside to Henry Sordum, cutting on the baseline, who lays it up and in.
Man, he can put some English on that with one hand across the lane, can't he? Wow.
Tremendous court vision by Riker, able to find Sordum, and that brings Twin Loup to within 5. Luke Bailey deep on the wing, guarded by Harris, finds Cunningham, now gets the return pass. Luke Bailey will send it outside to Lewis. They'll swing it right side over to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Bemerwald, now over left to Luke Bailey. Luke will give it up to Ryan, who comes out high to handle it. Bemerwald inside Lewis, shoots it over Riker and scores. Ansley Litchfield 16, Twin Loup 9. Quickly back the other way. Riker had it knocked away and taken away by Bemerwald. Ahead to Bailey, one-on-one against Harris. Puts it up and somehow got it to go. Man, good defense by Harris, but Bailey somehow got it to go anyway. Lead is 9 for Ansley Litchfield. Lukeman Harris will give it up to Henry Sordum. Pass intended for Riker. Deflected, knocked away by Bailey, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Bailey. Twin Loup basketball. Well, we talk a lot about Luke Bailey's offense, Jeremy. Man, he's shown it on the defensive end here in this opening quarter.
There's a reason he's at the position he's at in that defensive scheme. He knows passing lanes. He knows when to get his arms in them, too.
Harris handles it on the right wing, gives it up to Henry Sordum, now off to Riker. Nearing 2 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Ansley Litchfield 18, Twin Loup 9. Riker swings it off left to Harris. Harris guarded by Lewis. Trying to drive inside, kicks it out to Riker, and he took an extra step. Again, the winner here advances out to the sub-district final on Thursday to play the winner of Game 2 of our doubleheader coming up between South Loup and Sandhills Valley. Heapy just was not stopped. He just easily comes down the lane, little finger roll into the hoop, and that's going to force Coach Chris Barron of Twin Loup to call a timeout. Minute 55 left to go in the first. Ansley Litchfield 20, Twin Loup 9.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
Back to Ansley High School. Brent Appers and Jeremy Scheib with you behind the mic on KBBN 95.3 FM. Christy Wells with us behind the camera. We have our live video stream going tonight as well, accessible through sandhillsexpress.com. After the timeout, Twin Loup with the basketball. Minute 45 left to go in the first. Ansley Litchfield leads it 20-9. Sordum on the wing, sends it to Barron in the corner. Now Harris handles it. Harris gets it to the elbow. Little floater in the lane, no good. And the rebound secured by Zach Loy. Ahead to Heapy. Heapy over to Cunningham, who lays it up and in.
These guys are all doing a great job of getting their teammates involved. The passes have been crisp and accurate, leading to good shots.
Spartans have their transition game going now, and that makes them really tough. Nearing a minute left to go here in the quarter. See if Twin Loup can respond. Harris dribbles into the corner, sends it out to Riker now. Quincy matched up with Heapy, who checks him at the top of that 2-1-2 zone. Riker Bouncing it to his left. Now gets into the lane. Tough contested shot. No good, but they're going to call a foul against Ansley Litchfield.
This one going to go on Ryan Bailey. His first, only the second total of the first quarter. We're under a minute to play. Twin Loup had a hot start, but things have kind of shut down after that.
First free throw attempt by Riker is good. Substitution for Twin Loup. Aaron Glendy will come in to replace Henry Sortum. Second free throw by Riker is good. Made them both. And the lead is 11 for Ansley Litchfield as we have under a minute to go here in the first. Luke Bailey dribbles to his right. Picked up by Riker on the defensive switch. Quincy goes for the steal. Bailey spins away. Off to Heapy now. Bailey gets it back. Luke into the lane. Jump stop. Shot up. Good.
Goodness gracious, that kid has got game.
How do you stop that? Lukeman Harris lobs it for Barron in the corner. 27 seconds to go in the quarter. Harris handles it now. 20 seconds left in the first. Harris splits the double team with the bounce. Little floater, no good. Rebound knocked around in the air. Emmett Sortum's got it. Harris, pull-up jumper is off the mark, no good. They fight for the rebound. Ball still loose, and going up to grab it is Ryan Bailey. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Loy checks the clock. Loy picks up the bounce, looks, fires, but it's off too late, will not count, and that's the end of quarter number one. At the end of the first, your score, Ansley Litchfield 24, Twin Loup 11.
And Melham Medical Center wants to be sure you are heart healthy. We have 4 cardiologists, Dr. Cookman, Dr. Balwans, Dr. Freeling, and Dr. Dasuki, all who visit our specialty clinic on a regular basis. Don't make a trip out of town when you can get big town doctors right here at home. Call 308-872-4157 to schedule your appointment in the specialty clinic. We look forward to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
The student athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
Ready for the start of the second quarter. Twin Loup will open with the basketball. Ansley Litchfield leads it 24-11 as we start the second. Harris picks up the dribble, looks for help, finds Riker, and now Harris gets it back. In the corner it goes to Waylon McBride, who's into the game now. We got a whistle and a foul coming against Ansley Litchfield.
And that's going to be the second on Ryan Bailey. So if you're Twin Loup and Ryan Bailey gets subbed out, this might open things up inside a little bit, maybe increase your chances of being able to get some layups because he's a big, tall body in there to have to combat every time down the floor.
Waylon McBride steps to the line for Twin Loup to shoot 2. The first is good. Ryan Bailey will come out. Owen Cunningham will come in to replace him. Free throw by McBride is good, made them both. And now Twin Loup is to within 11. Just underway, second quarter. Ansley Litchfield 24, Twin Loup 13. Opening game of the D1-11 subdistrict tournament on this Tuesday night. Bailey gets into the lane, puts up the shot, no good, but able to draw the foul. And that's going to send Luke Bailey to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be whistled on Emmett Sortum, his first, team's first here in the quarter as we've just started it. Bailey's free throw attempt is short, no good.
He's got 10 points, obviously all in the first quarter. Couldn't wish for a bigger start if you're an Ansley Litchfield fan from leading scorer.
Bailey goes 1 of 2 from the line. Lead is 12 for Ansley Litchfield. Twin Loup led early 7-6, but since that point, Ansley Litchfield has kind of taken control. Oh, beautiful pass inside to Aaron Glendy, who cannot finish. And the rebound pulled down by Heapy. Another beautiful dish from Riker, but Glendy just couldn't get the shot to go. Heapy open for a 3 at the other end, and it is good.
You give him that much space, he's a 3-point shooter. He'll make you pay.
Riker sends it ahead to Harris. Harris, right side of the floor, back to Quincy. Riker matched up with Cunningham at the top of that zone. Lobs it into Glendy, goes baseline, puts it up and scores. Nice move by Glendy on the baseline. Able to get it to fall. Ansley Litchfield 28, Twin Loup 15. 6:43 to go, second quarter. Bailey fakes the handoff to Heapy, turns and faces, and now sends it off to Loy. Loy, cut off, out to Heapy, works off the ball screen, dribbles to his right, gets around McBride, and as he takes the shot, there will be a whistle, a foul called against Twin Loup.
They're going to get that on Waylon McBride on the floor. Good defensive possession for McBride, going over the top of those screens rather than behind them.
Here's Luke Bailey, a step back three, no good. Up high for the rebound, Riker. Quincy quickly across half court, going to challenge Bimmerwald, gets to the rim and banks it off the glass and in.
That's the part of the game I've been waiting to see from Quincy Riker. That transition game, keeping the foot on the pedal, not holding the ball up across half court.
Here's Bailey, stumbles, dribbles into traffic, and draws the foul. Luke Bailey has deceptive quickness, doesn't he?
He does.
I mean, man, he can just take you off the bounce in the snap of a finger. Bailey steps to the line and knocks down the first. Second free throw attempt coming for Luke Bailey. On its way, made them both. And the lead is 13 for the Spartans. 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ansley Litchfield 30, Twin Loup 17. Riker had the ball kicked by Luke Bailey, so Twin Loup will inbound it at midcourt now. Riker will throw it into the backcourt. Glendy handles it, bounces it ahead to Henry Sortum, to Glendy, and it's knocked away by Luke Bailey. Luke Bailey with the steal. Bailey dribbles around traffic, sends it out to Lewis, gets the return pass. Ansley Litchfield will work 5-on-5 in the half court now. Bailey looking for Loy on the pick and roll, not available. And now they'll give it up to Loy, who handles it around midcourt. Twin Loup matches up man-to-man defensively. Loy matched up with Barron. Here's Bailey, deep three, off, no good. Riker skies in for the rebound. Riker sends it ahead to Barron. Barron backs up, puts it up, can't finish. And the rebound secured by Cunningham.
There's been a couple of looks deep inside that Twin Loup has just had fall the wrong direction on the rim.
Loy at the other end. Pull-up jumper in the lane. Off the back iron, no good. Glendy with the rebound. Twin Loup pushing it back the other way. Glendy will send it ahead to Riker. Quincy on the wing, dribbles to the elbow. Now looks for help. Double teamed is Riker, still looking for help, and finds Henry Sortum. Henry, one bounce, gives it up to Riker, dribbles to his left, picked up by Lewis defensively there. Riker goes around Lewis, gets to the corner, lobs it for Barron, pass deflected into the hands of Bailey. Luke Bailey against Sortum, to the rim, layup good.
Well, Twin Loup is doing the right thing on a majority of possessions here in the second quarter, getting a stop or a missed shot and getting the defensive board. Sortum hits a shot that fast.
Yeah, Henry Sortum with the answer at the Twin Loup end. And that brings the Wolves to within 13 again. 4:13 left to go in the quarter. Bailey spinning, getting bumped, and a foul coming against Twin Loup.
They're going to get Aaron Glendy on this one. That is his first. So 5 different players for Twin Loup, each with 1 foul each.
Bailey's first, good. Luke Bailey having a big opening half for Ansley Litchfield.
He's got 16.
I'd call that a big half.
Yes. Yeah,
he's already got his season average.
It's only 1.5 quarters in, too.
Makes good on the free throw. 34-19. Ansley Litchfield in front as we near the 4-minute mark here in quarter number 2. Riker gets into the lane, tries to throw it into Sortum, but Luke Bailey able to reach in and knock the ball away. Twin Loup will inbound on the baseline. Riker to throw it in. Quincy looking, still looking. Oh, nice bounce pass to Barron, who made himself available and gets the easy layup.
got inside position and just got himself between his defender and the ball, and Riker rewarded him for it.
Heapy, deep three, off, no good. It goes out of bounds. Ball belongs to Twin Loup.
And that's what you need if you're the Wolves, a quick possession defensively, a stop, and now you just got to put it all together and get the score on the other end.
Ansley Litchfield 34, Twin Loup 21 with the ball. Riker pull-up jumper from the corner, no good. Rebound secured by Lewis. 3:33 to go in the first half. Ansley Litchfield basketball. Heapy will hand it off to Luke Bailey. Bailey had it knocked away. Now a whistle and a foul going to be called against Ansley Litchfield.
Luke Bailey, recipient of this foul call, his first.
Maybe not a bad foul by Bailey, because if he doesn't commit it, Twin Loup may have had a fast break opportunity.
I want to see more of Quincy Riker going to the rim. He's an electric player that can find space even when there's not much available.
Riker trying to get to the rim now, but cut off by Bemerwald. His pass intended for Barron, taken away by Heapy. Ansley Litchfield with the basketball, nearing 3 minutes left to go in the half. Loy will turn and face, dump it inside to Ryan Bailey, who gets the easy two. 15-point lead, the largest for Ansley Litchfield here in this first half. Under 3 minutes to play now in the second. Riker swings it off to Henry Sortum, takes a shot, no good. Rebound Luke Bailey. Luke Bailey ahead to Ryan. Ryan spins away from Riker, goes reverse, can't finish, got his own rebound, and on the putback attempt, it was blocked from behind by Henry Sortum. Twin Loup ball. Harris at the high post. Looks for help, still looking, and now lobs it out to Riker. Quincy, a three on the way, no good. Rebound, Barron. Barron puts it up, no good. Rebound secured by Ryan Bailey. Ansley Litchfield ball. Luke Bailey spinning in the lane. Takes the shot, it's good.
Wow, just when you think he's run out of different directions to go, no teammates open, defender still there. When you've got springs on the bottom of your feet, just rise up and take a shot, I guess.
Henry Sortum at the other end. Sends it inside to Barron, who goes glass and scores.
Mace having a good start to this game, 6 points.
Minute 50 to go in the first half. Ansley Litchfield with the ball, leading 38-23. Luke Bailey gets to the rim again, can't finish. Got his own rebound, put back, yes. What a half for Luke Bailey.
Well, he just hustles. Every single minute he's out on the floor.
Harris, the pull-up jumper, no good. Offensive board, Barron, put back, no. Ryan Bailey clears the defensive board. Minute 25 to go in the half. Ansley Litchfield with the ball, leading by 17. Loy at the high post, looking, now throws it out high to Luke Bailey. And we'll see what Ansley Litchfield decides to do as we near a minute left to go here in the quarter. Bailey going to send it in the corner. This is Heapy. Heapy will drive into the lane, leave it for Loy, who comes down the lane and scores. Wonderful ball movement by Ansley Litchfield. They lead by 19 now, their largest lead of the half. Under a minute to go. Pass intended for Henry Sortum, knocked away out of bounds. Last touch by Ansley Litchfield.
One of the things that the Spartans really like is the fact that they've got several players on the floor at any given time that are comfortable driving the basketball right into the lane. They've got several different players that are okay with dribbling the basketball.
Inbounds pass lobbed into McBride, can't handle it. Ansley Litchfield with another steal. Bailey going to challenge Harris, puts it up, it rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound Cunningham, and he's going to be fouled.
A lot of ball watching going on the rebounding situations if you're Twin Loup, where their opponent, Ansley Litchfield, instead of watching the ball, they're figuring out how they're going to go and get it. And a lot of second chance points and possessions have been a result of that for the Spartans.
Foul was on Twin Loop's Henry Sortum, his first, team's fifth. So Ansley Litchfield in the bonus the rest of the way. Cunningham to the line, makes one of two. And the lead is 20 all of a sudden for Ansley Litchfield. 30 seconds left to go in the half. Henry Sortum to Harris, top of the key. Harris down the left side of the lane. Fade away, no. But first a whistle and a foul.
They're going to get Ashton Bemerwald on this one. His first by my mark.
Well, this game one of our doubleheader from here at the sub-district tournament. Game 2 will follow, featuring the 2-seed South Loup against Sandhills Valley. Here's Riker. Step back three. It's good. Quincy Riker from deep. 12 seconds to go in the half. Ansley Litchfield will play for the final shot, it appears, as Bailey dribbles to his right, off to Loy. Loy looks to penetrate, 2 seconds. Now Bailey's going to shoot it, count it at the buzzer, or will they? Yes, they're going to say it was good. Bailey got it off his hands just before the buzzer sounded. And that's the end of the first half. A huge half for Luke Bailey, who led the way for Ansley Litchfield. Spartans able to create some distance in the second quarter. And as we go to the half, your score, Ansley Litchfield 45, Twin Loup 26.
Lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A2Z Lawn Pro's fertilizer program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
Hi, Central Nebraska. This is Allison, your local insurance ally. At Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, we're not just about insurance. We're about community. From auto coverage and your sweet home to the barn and everything it holds, we have you covered. Speaking of coverage, we are proud to support broadcasts of our local student athletes as well as the Huskers here on the radio for our fellow Nebraskans. Come see me, Allison, in Broken Bow on the east side of the square, or call 308-872-6996. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Your insurance, your community, your winning team.
You've heard about Warranty Forever at Gateway Motors. It comes with new and pre-owned vehicles with less than 100,000 miles. But now it comes with even more. Gateway Advantage adds 3 years of windshield protection. It's unlimited. Break your windshield 14 times? No problem. Deposit protection reimburses your original down payment up to $4,000 if your vehicle is determined to be a total loss from accident, fire, or being stolen. You receive a check towards your next vehicle purchase. Warranty Forever, better than ever at Gateway Motors in Broken Bow. Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is being brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters, whose members include Agland ATV, Burwell Dental Clinic, Burwell Pharmacy, Calamus Outfitters, Central Nebraska Electric, Central Nebraska Medical Clinic, The Corner Stop, Craig and Diane Van Kura, Diamond Ring Ranch, Dows Farms LLC, Erickson Law Office, First National Bank, and Frontier Family Pharmacy. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Monty Hermsmeyer with Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer Seed wishes these hardworking athletes the best as they compete in this sports broadcast. Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer works hard to provide quality service and stands behind their product. Just like Pioneer Seed is the foundation of a bountiful harvest, our area student athletes are the seeds to our future success. Good luck from Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer Seed, located in Sargent.
Main Street Styles in Ansley would like to congratulate the Ansley Litchfield Spartans on their success in sports and in the classroom. Connie is excited to welcome Kirsten Myers to Main Street Styles. Walk-ins are welcome. She would love to see you. For a large selection of family hair care services, facial waxing, nail services, ear piercing, and tanning. Stop in or call Main Street Styles at 308-935-1489. Main Street Styles, sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Since our bank was founded in 1905, we have been the community bank that's part of your community. Whether it's Friday night at the football game or volunteering at the local celebration, at Town and Country Bank, building relationships is what matters. That's why we gladly support the towns in which we live and work. This is Heather at Town and Country Bank, and I invite you to stop in today and let us show you how banking should be. Town and Country Bank, relationships you can bank on.
Relationships matter. Town and Country Bank.
Member FDIC.
Muddy Creek Ag supports the Ansley Litchfield Spartans. Pete, Ryan, Trey, and Brandy are your suppliers of all feed and seed products, Traeger grills, and seasonings as well. They also have new and used seed tenders and are proud to be Channel Seedmen. Good luck, Spartans, from Muddy Creek Ag. Call them at 308-935-1155. The same people with the same great products on Highway 2 in Ansley. Muddy Creek Ag is proud to bring you this sports broadcast.
Back to Ansley High School. We're at halftime of Game 1 of our doubleheader here at the D1-11 Boys Subdistrict Basketball Tournament. Ansley Litchfield leads Twin Loup at the half, 45-26. And with your first half numbers, here's Jeremy.
All right, thanks, Brent. We'll start with looking at the away team on the scoreboard. That would be Twin Loup, led in scoring by Quincy Riker, a very quiet 7. The flashy thing about Quincy is he's been really getting his teammates involved. Henry Sordom has 6, Mace Barron with 6, both of them on the receiving end of a bullet pass at times from Quincy Riker. Aaron Glendy with 2, Waylon McBride with 2. Lukeman Harris thought he was going to get off to a really good start and kind of keep the momentum. After hitting that 3 to open up the game, he has not scored since. Twin Loup perfect from the free throw line when they've gotten there. They are 4 of 4. For Ansley Litchfield, led in scoring by Luke Bailey. 23 points in the first half of play. Jacob Heapy with 7. Ryan Bailey with 6. 4 points by Zach Loy. 3 from Owen Cunningham and 2 for Joshua Lewis to round out the scoring. Ansley Litchfield shooting the free throw line very well as well. 8 of 10. They have doubled up the rebounding numbers of Twin Loup, 12-6. Turnovers, also a really big story in this first half. I've got Twin Loup for 9 unofficially. Ansley Litchfield, by my mark, only 1 turnover, playing really clean basketball here at the half. Again, Ansley Litchfield leads it 45-26. Twin Loup led by Quincy Riker with 7. Luke Bailey for Ansley Litchfield with 23.
All right, Jeremy, thank you. Thrivent Financial is proud to support student athletes as they work hard to achieve their goals. When it comes to financial goals, Scott Harvey wants to help you reach them. To create a strategy through insurance, investments, or planning for retirement that reflects your priorities and protects what matters most to you. Call Scott Harvey with Thrivent Financial at 308-872-2511. Second half between Twin Loup and Ansley Litchfield coming up next on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
As all the area sports teams work to build themselves towards victories, your building team at Ansley Lumber and Supply is ready to help with all the projects you have going on or have in mind. They're open 8 to 5:30 Monday to Friday and Saturday 8 to noon. Provide delivery and offer the quality tools and products you can depend on, including premium grade lumber. From framing and trusses to countertops and cabinets, Ansley Lumber and Supply, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Joe's Motor Company in Hazard is proud to bring you this sports broadcast. Pickup trucks are designed to work hard and be dependable, and pickup trucks are what Joe's Motor Company specializes in. You can't miss them when you're cruising down Highway 2 past Hazard. Give them a call today at 308-452-3030 or visit joesmotorcompany.com. Joe's Motor Company of Hazard, 25 miles north of Kearney or 45 miles northwest of Grand Island. Proud sponsors of this broadcast.
At Flatwater Bank, we're still committed to calling our customers by name. Because of technology, we may not see you as much anymore, but whether you choose to bank with us online or in person, we're still your hometown bank. We still call you by name when we see you, and we're here for you when you need us. If you're currently not our customer, we would love a chance to show you what you've been missing. Visit us today to start banking with a bank that knows you. At Flatwater Bank, we are still pioneering.
Member FDIC.
Mike Bailey with Bailey Crop Service in Ansley is proud to support the Ansley Litchfield Spartans student athletes in all that they do. Bailey Crop Service is your Pioneer seed dealer just off Highway 2 in Ansley. Pioneer continues to stand at the forefront of leading genetics in crop production. Stop in or call Mike to learn how Pioneer can benefit your fields. 935-1783. That's Bailey Crop Service in Ansley, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is a proud radio sponsor of area high school sports. The skills that students learn in athletics go beyond the playing field. These student athletes learn teamwork, work ethic, and competitiveness, just to name a few. The sports that they participate in also are a way to bring communities together. The team at Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is happy to help bring you this broadcast to cheer on your team.
And we welcome you back to Ansley High School, getting ready for the second half between Ansley, Litchfield, and Twin Loup. Game one of our doubleheader from here at the D1-11 Boys Basketball Subdistrict Tournament. Winner moves out, plays for the Subdistrict Final on Thursday. They'll play the winner of Game 2, which is coming up between South Loup and Sandhills Valley. We'll have that for you as well here on KBBN Radio. Don't forget, we're also live with our video stream that you can access through sandhillsexpress.com on the Sandhills Express Facebook page and YouTube channel. 45-26, Ansley Litchfield with the lead as we get ready to start the second half, and the Spartans will open with the basketball. Zach Loy, Luke Bailey, Ashton Bemerwald, Ryan Bailey, and Jacob Heapy on the floor for the Spartans. Luke Bailey gives it up to Bemerwald. Now Loy with it in the corner. Zach will dribble to his right, met by Mace Barron. Loy cut off in the lane, looks for some help now, finds Heapy, who sends it outside to Luke Bailey. Luke will dribble around. Henry Sortum get to the rim and pick up where he left off as he scores again to start the second half.
I don't know, the word smooth, it deserves a better word than that, but he just glides.
Quincy Riker, Lukeman Harris, Emmett, and Henry Sortum, Mace Barron on the floor to start the second half for Twin Loup. Twin Loup with the ball, working 5-on-5 in the half court, and Riker touched the ball with his free hand, got whistled for the double dribble.
Yeah, and he signaled double dribble. I think maybe, I don't know, a little bit more of a carry. Either way, just kind of a little bit too much of a space there.
About a minute gone here in the third. Ansley Litchfield 47, Twin Loup 26. Bemerwald will swing it off left to Loy. Zach dribbles in the corner, bounces it inside to Ryan Bailey. Oh, good help defense by Mace Barron, who comes in, reaches in, forces the jump ball, and the possession arrow will give it to Twin Loup. Well, when you have a jump ball situation in that scenario, I like when it benefits the defense because Barron was the one that kind of forced that play. Twin Loup with the ball. Riker picked up by Bemerwald on the defensive switch. Riker fade away from the corner off the back iron, no good. Up high for the rebound though, Barron. Barron put back attempt is good. Mace Barron hitting the offensive glass, gets the putback to go. We've played 90 seconds here in the third. Ansley Litchfield with the ball, leading 47-28. Zach Loy gets inside, can't finish. Rebound, Ryan Bailey, putback, no. Rebound cleared by Mace Barron of Twin Loup. Off to Riker. Riker will send it in the corner to Harris. Harris trying to drive on Bailey, now spins on Ryan Bailey. Shot no good, loose ball, controlled by Luke Bailey. Luke will lose it out of bounds, and they'll say it went off his hands out of bounds. Ball goes back over to Twin Loup.
Roy, both teams kind of left the scoring in the halftime locker room here in the first couple minutes of the third quarter. 4 points total scored.
Just over 2 minutes played here in the third. Riker will send it off to Emmett Sortum. Now they rotate it to Henry for a three. That's off no good. Emmett Sortum, the offensive rebound. Put back, yes. Twin Loup hitting the offensive glass here to start this second half. And they have climbed to within 17. Luke Bailey blows by Harris, trying to leave it for Ryan Bailey. Tipped in the air, taken away by Twin Loup. Riker 1-on-3, gonna challenge, puts it up, no good. Got his own rebound, put back, yes. Man, what a challenge by Riker. He was 1-on-3, folks. Missed the first one, got his rebound, made the second attempt. And Twin Loup has come back to within 15. Here's Loy, a three on the way, no good. Rebound is going to be controlled by Twin Loup.
Wow, what a save inbounds by Mace Barron.
Riker had it poked away by Luke Bailey. Bailey to the other end. Luke goes up. Oh, tried to jam it and came down hard. Could not get it to go. Now Twin Loup a 5-on-4. Luke Manharis puts it up, no good. Rebound Ryan Bailey. The good news is Luke Bailey is up and walking around. Boy, he went up for that dunk attempt. Could not finish it and came down really hard on his hip. But it looks like he's going to be okay. Timeout on the floor. 47-32 your score. Ansley Litchfield in front.
Sports Bar loves cheering on the Spartans, and they hope to see you through their doors soon. Boasting a family-friendly atmosphere in downtown Litchfield, they are open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 2 for lunch, as well as 4 to midnight. Dine in or carry out delicious food, or grab a drink at the full bar and try your hand at the skill games they have. Go and find them on Facebook, the Spartan Cafe and Sports Bar, downtown Litchfield.
Do you have questions about health and life insurance? Or maybe you have retirement planning needs? Your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help. Reach them at 872-6810 or visit them in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Klang Financial, proud to help bring you this high school sports broadcast. Boy, everybody in the gym kind of held their breath for a little bit. Luke Bailey went up for a jam, just didn't quite elevate high enough. Pinned the ball against the rim and then came down really hard on the floor. But he's back out there, looks fine. He's in the lineup as he sends it off to Heapy. Now Zach Loy handles it. Loy throws it inside to Ryan Bailey, and a reach-in foul from behind, whistled against Twin Loup.
Boy, to be young again, huh? Luke Bailey took a hit like that. He felt it. I'm not going to say he just bounced right back up, but he's back out there playing basketball. It's amazing.
Inbounds pass to Loy, puts it up in traffic and scores. Zach Loy with the bucket. Lead is 17 for Ansley Litchfield. We played about midway through the third quarter. Quincy Riker trying to attack this 2-1-2 zone of Ansley Litchfield. Sends it off to Mace Barron. Now gets the return pass. Riker going to step into a three. It's good. Quincy Riker from downtown. And Twin Loup just won't completely go away. They are to within 14. Luke Bailey at the other end, driving on Harris, kicks it out to Heapy. Heapy will dribble to his left, leave it off to Bemerwald, who gets down the lane, can't finish though. Got his own rebound, off to Bailey. Luke drives, gets to the rim and scores.
Well, it seems he's looking okay. I think he jumped higher on that one than the one where he ended up falling.
3:30 to go in the quarter. Twin Loup with the ball. Ansley Litchfield 51, Twin Loup 35. Riker sends it over the top of the double team to Harris, back to Quincy. Open look for three. He's got two in a row. Quincy Riker from downtown. And the lead is only 13 now for Ansley Litchfield. Nearing 3 minutes left to go in the third. Luke Bailey at the high post dumps it inside to Ryan Bailey, who spins and scores.
Not the easiest of angles either.
Ansley Litchfield 53, Twin Loup 38. Winner moves out to the sub-district final on Thursday night. Riker inside Glendy, puts it up, no good. Rebound fought for, Glendy chases it down. Pass deflected into the air, handled by Harris, down the lane, floater off the glass and good. And you can sense that Twin Loup now starting to get into a flow offensively. They're to within 13 again. At the other end, Loy gets to the rim and scores.
Yeah, defense just didn't pick him up. Someone missed an assignment.
2:20 to go in the quarter. Riker picked up by Heapy. Quincy keeps the bounce alive. Riker trying to set things up in the half court. Going to back down Heapy. Spins away from him. Tries to dump it inside. Pass deflected. Ball loose. Chasing it down, Emmett Sordham. Emmett will kick it out to Harris. A three on the way. It's off. No good. And the rebound secured by Ansley Litchfield's Zach Loy.
Rebounding all even here to start the second half between these two teams.
Heapy at the other end, dribbles to his left, spins away from Riker, shoots it over Sordom and scores. What a move by Jacob Heapy. And Ansley Litchfield goes back up by 17. 1:35 to go in the third. Riker, checked by Bimmerwald in that zone, swings it out to Harris. Lukeman trying to drive by Bailey, dumps it inside to Glendy, who puts it up and in.
Well, these two teams really trading buckets here. Third quarter was big for Twin Loup in their last game against Burwell. It's been big for them here. They just need more stops.
Bailey spinning in the lane, puts it up, can't finish. Rebound secured by Glendy, sends it ahead to Riker. Twin Loup want to run. Riker going to challenge Bimmerwald. Bimmerwald cuts him off, and now Twin Loup has to work 5-on-5 in the half court. 1 minute left to go in the third. Ansley Litchfield 57, Twin Loup 42. Been great entertaining action here in this third quarter. Riker to Glendy in the corner. He'll launch it. It's off, no good. They fight for the rebound, and they're going to say it went off the hands of Bimmerwald out of bounds. Ball stays with Twin Loup. The Bailey boys will come out. Cunningham and Lewis will come in to replace them for the Spartans with 46 seconds to go in the quarter. Twin Loup to inbound it on the baseline. Riker will throw it in. Quincy throws it out high to Harris. Harris looking to drive, cut off by Bimmerwald, leaves it for McBride, who's back into the game. Now Quincy with it. Riker keeps the bounce alive as we hit 35 seconds left to go here in the third. Sends it off to McBride. Whalen gets into the lane, but first he took a step and gets whistled for the travel. 32 seconds to go in the quarter. Ansley Litchfield 57, Twin Loup 42. Bimmerwald will send it out to Loy. We'll see how Ansley Litchfield plays this. I have a feeling they're going to try to play for the final shot of the quarter. Heapy handles it as we near 15 seconds to go in the third. Heapy trying to spin away from McBride, brings it to the high post, hands it off to Loy, under 10 seconds to go. Loy gets into the lane, cut off at the elbow, looks for help, 4 seconds to go, 3, now 2. Heapy gonna shoot it and score at the buzzer. So at the end of 3, your score, Ansley Litchfield 59, Twin Loup 42. Fourth quarter coming up after this.
We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loup Bobcats, or Anselmo Murray debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is being brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters, whose members include Govier Brothers Mortuary, Grint Farm Supply, Hamilton Telecommunications, Hermsmeyer Agronomy, Hilltop Ranch, Greg, Jody, Terry, and Luke Smith, James and Janice Barron, Joe and Cindy Horkey, KCNI KBBN Radio, Krause Angus Ranch, Long Valley Ranch, Louie's Body Shop, and Maverick Truck Stop and Fertilizer. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters.
And we come back to Ansley High School. Start of the fourth quarter. Ansley Litchfield with the ball, leading 59-42. Luke Bailey back into the game along with Ryan Bailey for Ansley Litchfield. They're on the floor with Lloyd, Bimmerwald, and Heapy. Starting 5 on the floor for Ansley Litchfield as we start the fourth. Spartans lead at 59-42. Twin Loups played well, I think. But boy, Ansley Litchfield just kind of showing why they're the top seed.
Wolves actually outscored Ansley Litchfield there in that third quarter, 16-14.
Jacob Heapy takes it down the lane, gets into traffic, and draws the foul.
I think they get Henry Sordom on that one. That'll be his second.
So Heapy to the line. First one is good. Well, don't forget, this is just game 1. Game 2 of this sub-district coming up later. South Loup against Sandhills Valley. Jeremy will have the call of that one for you coming up. Heapy's second is no good. Rebound, Lukeman Harris. Harris sends it ahead to Riker. Quincy on the left wing, going to fire a 3. Good. Quincy Riker Another one from deep.
He's got 11 here in the second half. To go with his 7 in the first half, 18 for the game.
Luke Bailey will hand it off to Zach Loy. Pull-up jumper, yes. 1 minute played here in the fourth. Ansley Litchfield 62, Twin Loup 45. Deep three, Riker, no good this time. Up high for the rebound, Ryan Bailey. Off to Zach Loy. Loy will walk it ahead of half court. Picked up there by Mace Barron. Hand off Luke Bailey. Twin Loup kind of backing off now in a 2-3 zone defensively, as Bailey just keeping the bounce alive. Now trying to drive on Barron. Sends it in the corner to Heapy. To his left, pull-up jumper, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Ansley Litchfield. Again, full coverage of this D1-11 Subdistrict Tournament for you live on KBBN 95.3 FM. Jeremy was here last night for the play-in game between Twin Loup and Burwell. Both games tonight. Subdistrict final Thursday on KBBN and on our live video stream. Twin Loup basketball as Emmett Sortum gets free, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound Harris, put back, can't finish, and the rebound cleared by Ryan Bailey of Ansley Litchfield. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Ansley Litchfield 62, Twin Loup 45. Owen Cunningham into the game now along with Lewis for Ansley Litchfield. Luke Bailey dumps it inside to Ryan Bailey, puts it up with the left hand, no good. Bemerwald there, puts it up, no good, but he is fouled. Ashton Bemerwald to the line, shooting 2. Foul was on Emmett Sortum, his third. Free throw, no good. Substitutions for Twin Loup. Waylon McBride checks back in. Aaron Glendy in as well. They play with Riker, Harris, and Emmett Sortum. Free throw by Bemerwald is no good. Missed them both. Emmett Sortum with the rebound. Outlet pass to Riker. Quincy trying to take Cunningham off the bounce. Pull-up jumper, good. Quincy Riker having a strong game and a timeout taken by Twin Loup. 5:34 to go in the fourth. Ansley Litchfield 62, Twin Loup 47.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curve, west of Broken Bow.
Do you have questions about health and life insurance? Maybe you have retirement planning needs. Well, your friends at Kling Financial are honored to help. Reach them at 872-6810 or visit them in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Kling Financial, proud to help bring you this high school sports broadcast. Brent Apperson, Jeremy Scheidt behind the mic, Christy Wells behind the camera. We're live on KBBN Radio and live with our video stream accessible through sandhillsexpress.com. 5:34 to go in the game. Ansley Litchfield with the ball and leading 62-47. Luke Bailey dribbles to his left, cut off by Quincy Riker. Now looks for help, sends it off to Loy. Loy dribbles to the high post, kicks it back out to Luke Bailey. Bailey matched up with Harris. Twin Loup now matching up man-to-man. Bailey spinning away from Harris, gets to the rim. It rolls off the rim, wouldn't go. Rebound Glendy. Twin Loup basketball. Every offensive possession very critical for Twin Loup now as they try to make a comeback here in the final 5 minutes. Riker, step back three, off the back iron, no good. Rebound Lewis. Off to Loy, and we go under 5 minutes to play. Zach Loy picked up by Riker at midcourt. Loy will hand it off to Luke Bailey. Luke Bailey out to Loy. Zach to his right, spins and fires it back left to Luke Bailey. Bailey gets into the lane, cut off there, kick out Heapy for a three. It rims off, no good. Rebound, Quincy Riker.
Only 4 points in the second half by Luke Bailey. I'm not sure what Twin Loup has changed defensively, but whatever it is has worked. And you kind of got to wonder what this game would be looking like if they were doing it in the first half before he went off for 23.
Inbounds pass to McBride. Back out Riker, a three. This is off, no good. Up high for the rebound, Luke Bailey. Bailey sending it ahead to Heapy. Heapy ahead of the field, layup good. And a foul. Glendy was trying to chase down the play from behind. Heapy got the layup and then was fouled by Glendy. They're going to count the bucket, and Heapy will go to the line with a chance to complete the three-point play.
Glendy a little bit behind that one, too. Basket had basically already been made, and it was just Glendy kind of running through on an angle where he made contact with Jacob after the fact.
Heapy's free throw attempt is no good. Missed it. Harris with the rebound for Twin Loup. About midway through this fourth quarter, Ansley Litchfield leading 64-47. Riker a three. It's off. No good. Rebound secured by Lewis. Loy handles it. Challenged in the backcourt by Riker. Now it's off to Bailey. Riker picks him up on the defensive switch. Luke Bailey keeps the bounce alive. Dribbling out on the right wing. Now backs it up near midcourt. Puts it in motion. Lobs it ahead to Loy. Loy will turn and face. Now put it on the floor. Looks. Skips it across to Heapy. Back to Bailey. Ansley Litchfield now content to work some clock as Cunningham at the high post kicks it out to Heapy. Heapy spins. Cut off by McBride, and a foul is going to be called.
They're going to get this one on Whalen.
Oh. And for Whalen, that's his second. It is the team's fourth. So on the next one, Ansley Litchfield would be in the bonus and shooting two the rest of the way. Luke Bailey to inbound it. Luke throws it out high to Heapy. Heapy steps in, takes the shot, no good. Rebound, tipped off the hands of Twin Loup. Aaron Glendy with good hustle goes into the stands trying to save it. Not able to do so. Ansley Litchfield will inbound on the side. Loy throws it into Heapy. Now Luke Bailey with it. 3:20 to go in the game. Ansley Litchfield 64, Twin Loup 47. Bailey will send it off to Loy. Loy dribbling to his right. Double teamed. Now hands it off to Bailey. Bailey dribbles around the pressure of Riker. Leaves it for Heapy. A three. It's off. No good. Rebound Bemerwald. Bemerwald in the lane. Leaves it for Heapy. He'll shoot it in traffic. No good. Bemerwald again saves it. Off to Heapy. No good. Rebound Ryan Bailey. And he is going to be fouled.
Tough trying to come back in a game, allowing 3 offensive boards within a span of about 6 seconds. And I believe, as you had said before, Ansley Litchfield should be at the line the rest of the way.
Well, the board is showing that is the 5th team foul against Twin Loup. Right now they're showing Ansley Litchfield inbounding it.
I think they're just trying to maybe figure out who the shooter is.
Oh, there you go. Oh, they're going to say Luke Bailey is the shooter.
I thought he was out on the wing.
I was going to say, I thought Ryan
they're
was the one
going to talk about it.
Ryan was the one that got the rebound, I think. And I think Ryan Bailey should be at the line.
Okay, he looks genuinely surprised. All right, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Well, and not the same for Luke. He's smiling mischievously over there. I think he was trying to post up there on the free throw line, take those free throws.
Well, Ryan steps up there and makes it. .253 to go in the game. Second free throw attempt for Ryan Bailey. Sends it on its way. Got them both. And the lead is up to 19 again now for Ansley Litchfield. Spartans appear to be on their way to the sub-district final. But I thought Twin Loup really came in and played hard and well tonight. Ansley Litchfield just a little bit too much offense, though, tonight. Here's a step-back three by Riker. No good. They fight for the rebound. And now we got a jump ball called. And the possession arrow is going to give it to Twin Loup.
I think if it wasn't for kind of the hot start that Luke Bailey got out to there in that first half, Twin Loups played pretty evenly outside of his scoring with Ansley Litchfield.
Inbounds pass comes to Harris. Pull-up jumper, too strong. Rebound secured by Zach Lloyd. 2.5 minutes to go. Ansley Litchfield with the ball, leading 66-47. Riker picks the pocket of Lloyd. Going to challenge him. Gets to the rim. No good, but draws the foul. And Quincy Riker will go to the line.
Lloyd's first by my mark. Not many fouls by Ansley Litchfield. Good sound defense without fouling. Start to finish here tonight.
Well, we see South Loup entering the gym. They'll be playing in Game 2 of this doubleheader as they take on Sandhills Valley. Free throw attempt by Riker was no good. We've got coverage of that game coming up on KBBN and on our live video stream. Free throw by Riker, good, made 1 of 2. Ansley Litchfield ball, 2:26 to go. Spartans lead at 66-48, appearing to be on their way to the sub-district final on Thursday, where they will play the winner of South Loup and Sandhills Valley. Talon shot is into the game now for Twin Loup, guarding Heapy. Heapy will pass it off to Loy. Zach Loy, top of the key, checked by Riker. Zach content to just kind of hold it. Now they put the count on Loy, so he's got to put the ball in motion. Loy will hand it off to Heapy. Heapy picked up by Riker on the defensive switch. Top of the key. Sends it ahead to Bemerwald at the high post. Kicks it out to Loy. And the Spartans will attempt to run some more clock. Minute 45 left to go. Top seed Spartans moving on to the sub-district final. Going to pick up their 19th win of the year, and there is your 5-second call. Good defense by Shada. Loy just dribbling around, pressured by Shada. The 5-second count was on, and it will be a turnover for the Spartans.
He got awfully close to it a couple of times there, and it just happened at the end.
Twin Loup ball. Here's Riker. Riker had it poked away, got it back though. Quincy at the elbow, gets down the lane, gets to the rim, can't finish. Rebound knocked out of bounds, last touched by Ansley Litchfield. Well, you start looking at the roster and looking at these seniors for Twin Loup. Quincy Riker, man, has he been a joy to cover for 4 years. Looks like Quincy's going to come out now. He has given us a lot of great moments covering area high school sports. Talon Shada, a senior for Twin Loup. Waylon McBride, a senior. Caden Myers, a senior on the roster. Those guys ending their Twin Loup basketball career tonight. As coming into the game is Justin Folkers. Folkers receives the inbounds pass and scores. Back the other way, Ansley Litchfield. Owen Cunningham sends it to Colton Clay, cutting on the baseline, had it rejected by the 6'5 Folkers. Now Clay's got it again. Clay will hand it off. Here's the shot up, blocked by Folkers. The 6'5 guy rejecting everything. At the other end, Twin Loup with the ball. They lost it, picked up by Clay. Colton Clay with it. New players in the game. Landon Schulte's in there now for Ansley Litchfield. Owen Cunningham on the floor. Lane Slocum's into the game for the Spartans. Taking the shot and banking it in, Devon Magner, the 5'8 freshman. So Magner's in the scorebook. Back the other way, Twin Loup. Clayton Hazen handles it now. They'll throw it to the high post. Grant Otten will shoot it and score. 10 seconds left to go in the game. Cunningham probably just going to bounce out the remaining seconds. And that is going to do it. Your final score, Ansley Litchfield 68, Twin Loup 52. Ansley Litchfield with the win goes to 19-3 on the season, and they will advance to the D1-11 Subdistrict Championship, where they will take on the winner of South Loup and Sandhills Valley. That game coming up. Jeremy is totaling up the final numbers. He'll come back and share them with you after this.
Seed is your one-stop shop for power fencing needs. Aeroseed has all the supplies, including high-tensile wire, posts, insulators, and energizers to build or replace a solar, electric, or battery-operated system. They offer products from Gallagher, the most practical, affordable, and dependable range of animal management systems on the market. Should anything ever go wrong with your Gallagher Energizer, you won't have to send it off somewhere to be repaired. Most often it can be repaired right at Aeroseed. Get your Gallagher power fence and supplies from Aeroseed on North 10th Avenue, Broken Bow.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Contact your local Shelter Insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
Custer Federal has been helping customers acquire new and/or improve existing homes for over 90 years. We are excited to have the opportunity to help you finance your home purchase, improvement, or refinance. Whether it is move-in ready or a fixer-upper, we have mortgage experts who are up to speed on all types of financial solutions. We will work with you from application to closing to make the process as easy as possible. Get the keys to your dream home with Custer Federal, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Grocery Cart is proud to bring you this sports broadcast. The case is always full of delicious food you can have right away, or talk to the staff about your upcoming event and they'll make food for you. There's a wide selection of salads, and don't forget Chester's chicken buckets and strips. If the occasion calls for a cake, you can have it decorated how you'd like. Call the GK Deli at 872-2206 or stop by inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Friendly rivals, hometown pride, wearing your school's colors. Small towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. 872-3424.
Back to Ansley High School, where game one of our doubleheader from here at the D1-11 Boys Subdistrict Basketball Tournament has gone final. The top seed Ansley Litchfield advances to the Subdistrict Championship as they hold off Twin Loup 68-52. And with your final numbers, here's Jeremy.
Thanks, Brent. Looking at the numbers for Twin Loup, they were led in scoring by Quincy Riker. The senior had a really good second half, 14 of his 21 points coming in the second half of this basketball game. 8 points put in by Mace Barron, 6 for Henry Sortum, 5 for Lukeman Harris, 4 for Aaron Glendy, and then 2 apiece for Grant Otten, as well as Waylon McBride, Emmett Sortum, and Justin Volkers. For Ansley Litchfield, they were led in scoring by Luke Bailey. 23 of his 27 points came in the first half, and he did play pretty significant minutes in the third and fourth quarter. So defense for Twin Loup really stepped up and changed things up, and it caused Luke Bailey to score a little bit less, but his teammates really picked it up in the second half. As you look at the second half scoring, all getting into the scorebook in the second half was Magner, Ryan Bailey, Zach Loy, and Jacob Pepe to pick up the slack that Luke Bailey left in the second half after the defense was changed to account for him. 14 points for Jacob Pepe, 10 apiece for Ryan Bailey and Zach Loy, and then 3 points put in by Owen Cunningham and 2 apiece for Joshua Lewis and Devon Magner. 68 points on the evening for Ansley Litchfield, a really good scoring total for them, 11 of those coming from the free throw line. They were 11 of 17 from the charity stripe. Out-rebounded Twin Loup 27-18. Turnovers weren't really all that close either. Really 13 turnovers by Twin Loup by my mark unofficially. Not a completely eye-raising number, but when in comparison, the team that you're playing against only turns it over 4 or 5 times, really makes it tough to hang in a basketball game. But again, final score, Ansley Litchfield 68, Twin Loup 52. Twin Loup led by Quincy Riker with 21. For Luke Bailey, 27 points to lead the Spartans of Ansley Litchfield.
All right, Jeremy, thank you very much. We'll transition now to Game 2 of our doubleheader as South Loup and Sandhills Valley are taking their pregame warm-ups. Tonight's radio coverage of Game 2 being brought to you by Norder Supply, Callaway Market, Rain Dance Repair, First State Insurance, Prairie Eye Care, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, South Loup Community Pharmacy, A1 Auto Repair, Rocks Underground, Trumbull Repair and Towing, Design Homes, Pinnacle Bank, Henry's Callaway Bar, Agribest Feeds, Eggleston Oil, Shotgun Annie's Saloon and Grill in Callaway, Bierman Vet Services, Lodi Seed Service, and Red Fern Electric. Tonight's radio coverage also brought to you by the Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Arrow Seed, Shelter Insurance, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Mead Lumber, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, A to Z Lawn Pro, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, and Gateway Motors. Game 2 between South Loup and Sandhills Valley coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
At Norder Supply Incorporated in Callaway, you'll often see them sporting their South Loup Bobcat Blue because they love to support their team. Student athletes work hard both academically and in sports, and Norder Supply is proud to support their dedication by helping bring you this sports broadcast on the radio. Wishing the team the best of luck and saying, "Go Bobcats!" Norder Supply Incorporated in Callaway.
At the Callaway Market, they appreciate their amazing customers who choose to shop local with them. That's why they offer their loyalty program, which has allowed them to give thousands of dollars back to the community. Your friends at Callaway Market invite you to shop their aisles, quality meat counter, and bountiful and beautiful produce section. On Mondays, a senior discount of 10% off is given. Thank you for shopping local from the Callaway Market. Open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Saturday and Sundays from 11 till 5.
Have you heard the buzz?
Yeah, it's got to be my neighbor's Beehive.
Beehive?
Yeah, it's that new pivot controller from Beehive Ag.
Cool, what's it do?
Your phone becomes your pivot panel. You can control your pivot, pump, in-gun, and it even has GPS and VRI. Breathe new technology into old pivots.
Really? The subscription must be expensive.
No, there is no subscription fee. Contact Rich Reynolds with Rain Dance Repair at 308-870-4455. That's 870-4455.
At First State Insurance of Arnold, they're proud to say that they can offer you choices. Those choices save you money. They can offer you a variety of choices because they are independent agents. First State Insurance is cheering on the Bobcats all the way. Call Becky or Taylor at 848-2522 to set up an appointment with First State Insurance of Arnold. Proud supporters of the South Loup Bobcat coaches and players who work so hard.
When the crowd is there, you want to bring your A game.
You've practiced hard. You've thrown, caught, run, jumped, tackled, set, and spiked plenty in practice over the years.
Then a basketball meets your face.
Next game, it happens again.
You get flashbacks of that volleyball that did the same darn thing.
I'm Dr. Jeff Sanger.
And I'm Dr. Jinsey Ross.
If you're fighting a blur other than your running speed, schedule an appointment with us at Prairie Eye Care. Whether in sports or everyday life, we want you seeing 20/20.
Prairie Eye Care is proud to support this broadcast of high school athletics.
The Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, love supporting the community and are happy to be able to help bring you this sports broadcast. The Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics delight in serving the area with their public transportation service. Call 308-212-0464 to schedule a ride today. Areas served and destinations requested will be evaluated on a first-come, first-served basis. Cheering on the area athletes from the Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics.
Welcome you back to Ansley as we get set up for South Loup and Sandhills Valley, the second of our two basketball games this evening in the D1-11 boys sub-district. As we get set up for this radio and video broadcast, let's just take a quick moment to glance around at what's going on elsewhere in the state in sub-district action. Let's start in D1 basketball. McCool Junction after 3 leading Lord Central Catholic by 30, 59-29. Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family at the end of the first half up 19-9 on Howells Dodge. North Platte St. Pat's in control over Maxwell 40-13. Axtell, very similar score over Franklin. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, up 40-14 in that one. Ainsworth in control over Niobrara Verdigre. They are up 54-23. Plainview winning over Winside at the half, 31-22. Johnson Brock over Bruning Davenport Shickley. 1 minute left in the second quarter, up by 10, 25-15. Central Valley ahead by 4 over Elgin Public Pope John. A few minutes left in the third quarter, 21-17 is the lead for Central Valley. Tight one at the start of the third quarter between Bertrand and Loomis. Bertrand leads at 32-27. Sutton ahead by 12 over Blue Hill at the end of the first half, 32-20. Those are all the scores available at this time in D1 basketball. We'll break down the matchup ahead of us a little bit more as we get closer to the tip between South Loup and Sandhills Valley. South Loup coming into this one, top 10 ranked by several publications across the state with their record at 15-4. Sandhills Valley a record of 11-10 coming into this one. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this game ahead of us between South Loup and Sandhills Valley.
South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loup Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Crash, boom, bang. All sounds you never want to hear coming from your vehicle. A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is prepared to fix or prevent those sounds. If you're in need of auto and light truck service and repair, give Josh a call, 848-2542. That's 848-2542. It all starts with diagnosing the problem, then working to get you back on the road quickly with a vehicle you can depend on. A1 Auto Service in Arnold, proud sponsors of this broadcast and high school sports.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
When you need towing or transport, it often comes at a time that you didn't see coming. That's why Trumbull Repair and Towing Service offers it 24/7. So when you're stranded and need emergency roadside assistance, call Dan at 870-2127. Trumbull Repair offers mechanical service, welding, and mobile welding. Trumbull Repair and Towing Service, a half-mile east of Callaway on Highway 40, but serving the entire area. Call 870-2127.
Lane Chesley and his crew at Design Homes of Callaway are proud to help bring you this sports broadcast. Design Homes can help you with remodeling or any commercial or residential building construction. Just call Lane at 308-991-0870 to get started. Don't let that awesome project you have on your mind be a point of stress. Call Design Homes, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
You've been to them, the bars, taverns, and grills that are exactly like the next. Not at Henry's Callaway Bar. They offer a bar experience unlike any other. Try one of Henry's fresh, handcrafted drinks or kick back for a beer with friends. If it's an appetite you're bringing with your thirst, look to their amazing homemade pizzas to fill you up, available to dine in or carry out. Call 308-836-4484. A slice of lime and a good time await you at Henry's Bar in Callaway, the oasis in the middle of Nebraska.
We welcome you back to Ansley as we get set for South Loup and Sandhills Valley. Welcome back into the broadcast, Brent Apperson. Well, Brent, we take a look at these two teams kind of from similar areas in the state, kind of. They're kind of neighbors. But South Loup comes into this one with a record of 15-4. You kind of take a look at their schedule. A few wins sprinkled in there against teams with winning records. A few wins in there against teams well below 500, and it's just as important to make sure that you take care of business against teams you're really favored against, as well as teams that maybe are seen as an equal opponent, and they've done that.
Yeah, and certainly the one thing you always remember, and I know coaches tell this to the kids all the time, we're in the postseason now, so everybody's even as far as records are concerned. You're all 0-0 now. Sandhills Valley and South Loup, they've met twice. South Loup handled Sandhills Valley each time, one in the Maxwell Holiday Tournament, 64-25, and then they met up in the semifinals of the MNAC Conference Tournament, and South Loup won it 55-33. But, you know, for Sandhills Valley, Jeremy, they've been on the floor with South Loup, so they know what South Loup presents. Can they squeeze the gap from those two previous games and make a competitive game out of it tonight? It'll be interesting to watch.
Sandhills Valley is certainly a team that kind of stands out to you on a points per game basis when it comes to several of their different starters. You start with Leighton Connell. He's got 11 points per game, but you kind of look down, Cooper Layer scoring just short of 9 points per game. You also got to take a look at Braden Powell at about 8 points per game. So when you only see a couple of points of separation out of your top three scorers, that's a good thing that teams like to have in their back pocket, because if one guy is just not having a good night or the defense plans for him, you can go other directions, and Sandhills Valley can get that each night.
Yeah, and the key for them is going to be taking care of the basketball. You turn it over against South Loup, they've got guys who can really make you pay in transition. Trey Connell, Cash Gracie are the two that immediately come to your mind. If South Loup can force turnovers and get points in transition, that can really get them going. Sandhills Valley's got to take care of the ball tonight.
You take a look at what Sandhills Valley is coming off of. They played to overtime against a 13-9 Paxton team. Lost to a very good 20-4 C1 Cozad squad. Defeated Mullen out in the Sandhills. And then this one really stands out to me. A C2 opponent in Perkins County played them to within 5 points back on the 9th a few days ago. So certainly something that raises your eyebrows, albeit a loss. A very good 18-5 Perkins County team. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll get you closer to the tip. South Loup and Sandhills Valley coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
AgriBest Feeds of Callaway is your source for all things ranching. They have what you need as calving comes around, including ear tags, vet supplies, windscreens, go lights, milk replacer, Royal Heat calf warmers, and more. They also carry Powder River and Charter livestock equipment, and their Sweet Pro lick tubs, Fresh Start, and Redmond Salt provide your animals with the outstanding nutrition they need. They carry the top-rated AeroQuip line of chutes and livestock equipment, too, behind the Community Center in Callaway or at 836-2298. AgriBest Feeds of Callaway.
Eggleston Oil keeps the Oconto community on the go with full service at the gas pumps. They treat every customer with a smile and often some lively conversation. Their shop provides automotive repairs as well as tire service. Eggleston Oil keeps the local farms moving with fast, reliable, on-the-farm fuel delivery. They also help with a variety of local fundraisers too. Supporting radio coverage of high school sports is yet another way they show that all-important community involvement at Eggleston Oil of Oconto.
At Shotgun Annie's in Callaway, they're big fans of local artist BJ Jameson, and they think you should be too. They invite you to their watch party coming up on Wednesday the 28th. BJ is playing live at The Local in Nashville, Tennessee, and they're going to watch it in Callaway. If you want to see BJ Jameson live and in person, mark your calendar for March 3rd. He'll be doing a Sunday afternoon show at Shotgun Annie's in Callaway. Nashville recording artist BJ Jameson. Watch party February 28th and live March 3rd at Shotgun Annie's in Callaway.
Beerman Vet Services offers vet care for both large and small animals, from pregnancy checking to calving assistance, spays and neuters, vaccinations to emergency call care. They can assist you. Right now, make sure and stop in to see how they can help you stock up on your calving supplies. Stop by Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, or call 848-3334 for questions or to access the doctor on call. Beerman Vet Services is excited to cheer on the South Loup Bobcats. They are proud of the students' hard work and are glad to help sponsor this broadcast of high school sports.
Lodi Seed Service, LLC, your trusted channel seedsman, now serving the Callaway area. They are proud to bring you this sports broadcast. Why choose them? High-quality channel seeds, expertise tailored to your farm, local knowledge paired with global resources, and, of course, unmatched customer service. To get on the path to achieving your farming goals or exceeding them, contact Abe Hinman or T.R. Anderson with Lodi Seed Services, sponsors of this sports broadcast.
She walked into the bank holding a birthday check from Grandma to open her first checking account. That same account was there when she started her first job. It paid her first month's rent. And it was still there the day she brought her daughter into the bank to open a checking account of her own. Because choosing the right bank for checking means building a relationship. That's something Nebraskans value. And it's why we're not just a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ansley. Just a few minutes away from the tip-off between South Loup and Sandhills Valley. Winner of this game will advance to take on the top seed and host Ansley Litchfield Spartans after they got a victory over Twin Loup, the 4 seed, earlier on in tonight's action. If you're just joining us, you'll see some sponsors scrolling at the top right-hand part of your screen if you are just joining us for the broadcast, and we want to make mention of those sponsors as we get started here for game number 2. They include Agribest Feeds, A1 Auto Repair, First State Insurance, Palmer Monument, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Nebraska State Bank, Insurance of the Heartland, Meat Lumber, Broken Bow, Colligan, Broken Bow Livestock, Lines Appliance, and the Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics. Thank you very much to those sponsors bringing you video broadcast coverage on Sandhills Express Video. If you're watching on your television, your tablet, your phone, before you exit out of the broadcast this evening, we would appreciate a follow on YouTube or Facebook if you would be so inclined. Facebook numbers are looking good. We appreciate all of our numbers there, and we appreciate that the kind words that we receive about our local news and sports coverage. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, believe it or not, on YouTube. Does that mean we can be considered YouTubers, Brent? Are we YouTubers? That's the new.
You're talking a language, Jeremy, that you know a lot better than I.
That's the new hip thing, you know. A lot of YouTubers make millions of dollars per year, you know.
I will
with 1,000 subscribers, we got to be on our way, right?
You would think so. There is one thing that I've always dreamed. I have a goal in my life, and that is I do want to trend sometime in my life. Yeah. I don't know how you get to trending, but that's my goal in life. I want to be trending.
In today's world, usually you trend for doing something bad. So just,
that's a good point.
Just don't slip up anytime soon.
Oh, that's a good point.
Well, we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups brought to you by our great sponsors, J.R. Meyer Insurance. That's on the other side of this one after you hear this.
Redfern Electric in Callaway is a big supporter of the South Loup Bobcats. Whether you're in need of residential, commercial, or ag electrical work, your first call should be to Ed Lashley at Redfern Electric. Their commitment is to quality and their customers who always come first. Call Ed at 836-2254. Redfern Electric, proud supporters of the South Loup Bobcats and this broadcast.
At Norder Supply Incorporated in Callaway, you'll often see them sporting their South Loup Bobcat Blue because they love to support their team. Student athletes work hard both academically and in sports, and Norder Supply is proud to support their dedication by helping bring you this sports broadcast on the radio. Wishing the team the best of luck and saying, "Go Bobcats!" Norder Supply Incorporated in Callaway.
At the Callaway Market, they appreciate their amazing customers who choose to shop local with them. That's why they offer their loyalty program, which has allowed them to give thousands of dollars back to the community. Your friends at Callaway Market invite you to shop their aisles, quality meat counter, and bountiful and beautiful produce section. On Mondays, a senior discount of 10% off is given. Thank you for shopping local from the Callaway Market. Open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Saturday and Sundays from 11 till 5.
Starting lineups for tonight's contest are brought to you by J.R. Meyer Insurance Agency of Callaway. As your local independent insurance agency, they can offer coverage by many of the most respected companies in the nation. Call 836-2245 for J.R. Meyer Insurance. Sandhills Valley, Leighton Connell, Kaysen Johnston, Isaac Goosey, Cooper Layer, and Kyle Kramer all in the starting lineup. For South Loup, Shrey Connell, Dylan Pandorf, Connor Paulson, Cash Gracie, and Joey Salick. If you are listening on the radio, South Loup working right to left, wearing the white uniforms, blue numerals, black trim. Sandhills Valley left to right. Road blacks, red and white trim, white numerals. Tip is controlled by South Loup. Connell brings it into the front court. Pandorf off to his left, looks to the sideline for the play. Comes near side to Paulson. Connell picks him up. Pandorf now far side over to Connell. In the corner to Cash Gracie. They touch pass it around. Now short corner to Salick into Gracie. Shoots it up, can't score it. Knocked out of bounds off of Gracie. And that's a defensive stop for Sandhills Valley out of the gate.
Yeah, good defense by Sandhills Valley. Gracie got the ball inside immediately. 3 guys gathered around him, and unable to score was Gracie.
Full court press being shown here by South Loup. Sandhills Valley running out of time. They throw it ahead to Layer. Comes down with it, dribbles behind the back and is trapped. Does well to get it out of there, but they eventually turn it over to Sandhills Valley. Cash Gracie back the other direction. In the corner to Connell. His 3 is up and down for the first points of our contest.
You want to say it or you want me to? Trey with a
There you go. I like that.
You like that? Thanks.
Leighton Connell back the other direction. High with the bounce. Gets it off to his teammate Isaac Goosey. Goosey a couple of dribbles. Skips it over to Connell right side. Now in the corner to Layer. Cooper, jump pass. Intercepted by Trey Connell. Into the front court, no numbers there. Gets it down to Cash Gracie, goes to the bounce, can't get it to go. Good defense by Cole Kramer, who brings it down and runs it forward. Tipped out of bounds by Salick.
Yeah, on that last play, that was tremendous defense by Kramer. Not everybody can go up and challenge Gracie without fouling, but Kramer did and was able to take away the ball.
Kramer tosses it in to Goosey. 6:30 to go, first quarter. 3-0 is the lead. And now Gracie the other way, has it swiped out, and a nice block down low by Connell. And I think, did they call either a carry?
Yeah. Well, they're going to say Goosey was right along the baseline. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. He was out of bounds, came in, and so that's what caused the turnover for Sandhills Valley.
Good recovery by Connell, though, to get that block, but it does result in a 3-pointer by Cash Gracie on the inbounds play there, and it's 6-0 South Loup. Goosey jump pass back to Connell. Connell with the bounce, throws it all the way ahead. Coming down with it really well is Kaysen Johnston. Kicks it out to Goosey. His 3 does not go. Connell, the rebound, goes back up with it. Blocked by Salick, but a foul called with the body. I think that's the South Loup student section over there, I believe, with the beach wear. I know it was warm today, but it's got me thinking I'd like to be in a tropical climate like that. Well, actually, I think maybe it's the Sandhills Valley. I never know with student sections these days. Sometimes they cheer at the free throw line for the opposing team, so I'm not convinced who it is yet, as Connell goes 2 for 2. We saw him put on some great free throw shooting displays during the MNAC tournament. He goes 2 for 2. Paulson in the corner, gets it out to Connell, centers the basketball. No look into Cash Gracie. Goes glass, can't score it. Kramer the rebound. Down 4, Sandhills Valley. Goosey had it tipped. Connell recovers it, dribbles forward, dribbles away from the trap, but called for a travel. I think Paulson or Gracie got a hand on it, caused Connell to drag that pivot foot, and a turnover whistled. Paulson to key it in. Now Connell dribbles it forward. Under 5.5 to go. Paulson near side, has it taken away by Kramer. Sandhills Valley, defensive boards and a couple of turnovers. Kind of hanging around in this one early. Connell holds it up, gets it over to Goosey. Isaac surveys, jump pass over to Connell. Now in the corner to Layer. Cooper, jump pass, back out to Connell, recovers it before it goes into the backcourt, now attacks, swims it out, and they work it to Goosey left side. One dribble, back to Connell, now Lair in the corner, pulls for a three, couldn't get it to go, Connell the weak side rebound. Trey into the front court. He pulls for a three and splashes it home. Saw him taking shots from that exact spot in the pregame having success, and he makes one there in game.
All of South Loop's points have come from beyond the arc.
Connell and Sandhills Valley facing the pressure. Full court, Lair through a triple team, can't get the shot up, partially blocked by Salick. South Loop back the other direction. Gracie, corner three, hits it, and it's a 10-point lead, 12-2, all from beyond the arc for South Loop. Timeout on the floor. We'll step away as well on KBBN Radio.
Buzz?
Yeah, it's got to be my neighbor's Beehive.
Beehive?
Yeah, it's that new pivot controller from Beehive Ag.
Cool, what's it do?
Your phone becomes your pivot panel. You can control your pivot, pump, in-gun, and it even has GPS and VRI. Breathe new technology into old pivots.
Really? The subscription must be expensive.
No, there is no subscription fee. Contact Rich Reynolds with Rain Dance Repair at 308-870-4455. That's 870-4455.
Fort County Heating and Air is proud to sponsor high school sports. Owners Brian Hogg and Austin Cox serve the area with a combined 20 years of experience in the HVAC industry. No matter what the temperature is outside, they'll make sure the temperature inside is just right. Call for a free estimate and 24-hour service at 872-2258. Well, really good start for South Loop, Brent. Couldn't be happier if you're in South Loop blue than with this shooting display from beyond the arc.
Well, you hear the old saying, live by the three, die by the three. Well, South Loop's living by it right now. All 12 of their points have come on three-pointers, 2 from Connell, 2 from Gracie.
Sandhills Valley has been patient against this full-court press of South Loop, and they break it again. Now almost turn it over in the front court. Connell recovers it, gives it off to Goosey. Isaac, a couple of dribbles forward to Kramer, finds Lair. Lair tracks it down. Pass was high. If it was on target, would have had a layup. Rebound on the miss. Back to South Loop. Connell near side to Gracie. Cash, one dribble, fires it over to Connell. Looked at the three, now in the corner. Harper Johnson drives baseline, tries to leave it inside for Rio Raymond. Couldn't control it. Pass was at his ankles. And a turnover back to Sandhills Valley. Mavericks back in the half court. Connell out a Lair in the corner. Cooper into Kramer. Cole doesn't like the look, and they work it back around. Goosey thought about the three. Back out to Connell. Now in the corner, Lair. Back out to Connell, but it's intercepted. Cash Gracie back the other way. Goosey tries to take a charge. It's called a block, and Cash Gracie muscles it through for the first shot from inside the arc for South Loop, and the and one opportunity.
Well, you described that right, Jeremy. Muscled it up on the rim, got it to go, able to absorb the contact on the foul, and now trying to complete the three-point play.
Could not get it completed. Rebound to Raymond, kicks it out. Cash Gracie banks it home for three. And it's 17-2 South Loop. And Connell walked with it. Didn't put the ball on the floor. And Sandhills Valley just kind of at that point here early where they need something to go right for them.
Well, we talked about the importance of taking care of the ball. If you're Sandhills Valley tonight, their 5th turnover in this opening quarter. If you're South Loop, you love what you're seeing from your top two scorers. Trey Connell and Cash Gracie. When those guys score at a high level, South Loop probably at their best.
Harper Johnson and Connell play a little bit of catch. Now Connell one dribble, far side over to Pandorf. Pandorf skip pass over to Connell. No look inside to Raymond. High post over to Pandorf. One dribble. Now short corner with Toon. Crew had it blocked by Cole Kramer up high. And a foul going to be called as everyone goes in and tries to recover the ball. And that's going to be on Goosey.
Boy, Cole Kramer is a presence, isn't he? Man, he's tall, got good hops, good vertical, and we've seen him get a piece of a few shots here tonight.
They got up fast on that one, too. Half of the block is anticipation. Raymond on the inbounds and shuffled the feet. Turnover back to Sandhills Valley, and now the Mavericks just need to get something going offensively.
Yeah, Sandhills Valley has yet to make a shot from the field. Their 2 points have come from the free throw line.
Connell with the bounce, working against Pandorf, comes near side to Kramer, all the way ahead into the hands of Johnston. Skip pass over to Layton. Left to right, now goes back to the other side. Into Goforth, he's into the game. High post look, Cole Kramer, fade in the lane, and there you go. He goes glass and scores the first 2 from the field for Sandhills Valley. Pandorf right side, up top to Connell. Now near side, Johnson. Wattoon, short corner, turned it over. Connell holds it up. Off to Goforth. Goforth holds it up left side. Connell comes out on him, and it's a turnover. Pass wasn't there. Connell picks it off, goes the other way. Can't get it to go off the rim. Kramer had it. Wattoon comes away with it. Can't get the layup to go. Raymond the rebound, and Connell wants to back it out. No one goes with him. Takes the 3. Doesn't rattle it in. The rebound to Cooper Lair. Sandhills Valley fortunate that no points were scored there by South Loup. Goforth into the front court, off to Connell. Now in the corner, they go to Johnston. Skip pass over to Goforth, short corner. Shot put up and in by Cooper Lair, and the scoring kind of waking up a little bit for Sandhills Valley. 17-6, 11-point lead for South Loup. Connell near side, just in front of us. Short corner with Wattoon. Skip pass over to Pandorf. Up top Johnson, and back to Connell. Takes another 3. Off the rim, does not go. Rebound, Sandhills Valley. Goforth into the front court. 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's thrown out of bounds. Last touched by Kason Johnston. Didn't look quite ready for that pass. South Loup basketball, 34 seconds remaining, first quarter. They lead it by 11. Connell walks it forward and comes near side. Goforth comes out on him a little bit. Now they go in the corner. Paulson blocked by Kramer. On a 3-point attempt, boy, he gets that arm up there. He got a whole hand on that one.
You think he's a high jumper? Boy, he looks like he could be to me, man.
South Loup playing from that blind corner. With it in the corner, Connell's 3 does not go. Cash Gracie, the weak side rebound, goes up with it. Can't score it, but he'll go to the free throw line as a foul is called on the shot.
Yeah, Gracie got pushed as he went back up after the offensive rebound. Kason Johnston gets the foul, his first.
Gracie's first does not go. South Loup, after a big burst, has kind of had their offense slow a little bit, but Sandhills Valley has only knocked down 2 shots from the field and 2 free throws for their 6 points. 0 for 2 that trip for Cash Gracie. Now 3 seconds. Goforth off to Connell. Looked at the 3, finds some room, left it short, and we go to the second quarter. It's an 11-point lead for the South Loup Bobcats over the Mavericks of Sandhills Valley, 17-6 on KBBN Radio.
At First State Insurance of Arnold, they're proud to say that they can offer you choices. Those choices save you money. They can offer you a variety of choices because they are independent agents. First State Insurance is cheering on the Bobcats all the way. Call Becky or Taylor at 848-2522 to set up an appointment with First State Insurance of Arnold. Proud supporters of the South Loup Bobcat coaches and players who work so hard.
When the crowd is there, you want to bring your A game.
You've practiced hard. You've thrown, caught, run, jumped, tackled, set, and spiked plenty in practice over the years.
Then a basketball meets your face.
Next game, it happens again.
You get flashbacks of that volleyball that did the same darn thing.
I'm Dr. Jeff Sanger.
And I'm Dr. Jinsey Ross.
If you're fighting a blur other than your running speed, schedule an appointment with us at Prairie Eye Care. Whether in sports or everyday life, we want you seeing 20/20.
Prairie Eye Care is proud to support this broadcast of high school athletics.
Welcome back to Ansley as Kyle Kramer can key it in here and get us started, and does so. Go forth into the front court. Gets it over to Kramer, but Connell comes up and picks it off. Gets it to Gracie, scores it through the contact, and one, and will go to the free throw line. And Gracie went down hard on that one, holding either an ankle or a knee over there on the baseline. And 11 seconds into this second quarter, all eyes on Cash Gracie as he gets some help from coaching staff and physical therapists. So with that, we'll take a step away. Oh, well, he comes to his feet and looks like he's going to jog it off and go to the free throw line. Cash still kind of going to walk around a little bit more. Kind of take a lap and come back to the free throw line and get a look at his and one opportunity. In all of that craziness, foul was on who, Brent?
Goforth, his first. Gracie
gets it to go. And ball gets caught up there a little bit, and now Connell gets it into Kramer. Kyle skips it over near side. And Sandhills Valley goes to the air game, working against this tough full court press of South Loup. Kyle Kramer skips it all the way ahead, but Connell comes away with it. Trey the other way, skip pass over to Gracie, puts up the three, can't get the three to go. Layer the rebound, and Goosey will walk it up. 40 seconds gone here in the second quarter. Sandhills Valley in the half court, only momentarily as they turn it over. Gracie, nice scoop pass over to Pandorf, who lays it up and in.
Great job of Pandorf running the floor to make himself available for that pass.
Kramer over to Goosey. Goosey left to right. Up top, now around to Johnston. Looks at Kyle Kramer, now gets it into him at the high post to the short corner and back out to Johnston. Deep three-pointer up, left it just barely long. Joey Salick, big rebound at the top of the key. Connell, no look, into Pandorf, controlled it, out to Paulson. His three does not go. Rebound, Kyle Kramer inside. That young man has been so active in rebounding and blocks. Connell, the three from the corner on the other end. Can't get it to go. Cash Gracie, the rebound, still favoring that leg. .6:15 to go, second quarter. Paulson off to Connell, back to Paulson. Spot up three. Can't quite get the roll. Kramer, another rebound. Like Kyle Kramer's got to have 8 or 9 rebounds at this point. It's just wild. Goosey left side, high post into Johnston. Salick ties him up, and a jump ball comes. Possession arrow going to favor South Loup.
Good effort by Salick to reach in and force that jump ball situation. South Loup gets the benefit of where the possession arrow was pointing.
5:54 to go, second quarter. Trey Connell walks it forward. Just left of center, Pandorf now. Tries to get it to Wattoon, it's knocked away. Wattoon meets the ball, goes in the corner to Connell, down inside, Salick turns, lost it. Coming away with it is Johnston. Gets it off to Goosey, and Isaac will bring it forward. Off to Kyle Kramer, step forward, step back into the backcourt. Gets it forward though. Kramer in the corner, Connell's three does not go. Sandhills Valley getting some good looks at it, just can't get one to fall. South Loup the defensive board. Connell the other way, drives into the lane, shoots it up and scores. Split the double team on the jump stop gather and went up with it for 2. Connell over to Kramer. Kramer over to Goosey, who makes up some ground and brings it into the front court. And a 10-second call is whistled.
That's the 10th turnover against Sandhills Valley in this first half. South Loop's turned it over 5 times.
Timeout on the floor. Sandhills Valley wants to talk it over. We'll step away as well with 4:51 to go first half. South Loop in control, 24-6.
Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, love supporting the community and are happy to be able to help bring you this broadcast. The Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics delight in serving the area with their public transportation service. Call 308-212-0464 to schedule a ride today. Areas served and destinations requested will be evaluated on a first-come, first-served basis. Cheering on the area athletes from the Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics.
The staff at South Loop Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loop Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loop Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Welcome back to Ansley as we have 4:51 to go, first half. South Loop basketball out of the break. Trey Connell up to Johnson. Harper drives in, cut off by Johnston. Johnson on Johnston. Johnston on Johnson. Wattoon, free throw line jumper, doesn't get it to go. Follows his shot, goes glass, can't get that one to go, and ball is slapped out of bounds by Rio Raymond. It'll be Sandhills Valley basketball.
If only we had a Johnson & Johnson ad to play right now.
Who could do that? Goosey over to Kramer. Kyle, one dribble forward. It's slapped out of bounds, and the fans in the front court do well to get their hands up in time.
Well, you just can't say enough about the defensive effort that South Loop has given here in this first half. Sandhills Valley's been held to just 6 points total in this first half, have yet to score in the second quarter.
Johnston lost it as he went to the ground. Connell into the front court, goes baseline, gets Kramer up in the air. The quick shot fake on the move gets Kyle Kramer in the air, and he commits the foul as Connell was shooting the basketball.
And for Kyle, that'll be his first.
.410 to go, first half. 24-6 is the South Loop lead. Trey Connell steps to the line, looking to add to that. Connell's first, rims out.
Well, if there's anything that South Loop probably is not happy about in this first half, in fact, they're 1 of 5 from the free throw line.
Connell's second goes. Leighton Connell tosses it into Goosey. Defense meets him. Trey Connell tries to pick off Kyle Kramer. He throws it forward, and it's picked off by Johnson. Back the other way, Connell gathers, shoots through a triple team. Lots of contact, no call. Layer the rebound. Goosey working against Pandorf, dribbles it into the front court. Trapped there, has the ball slapped back at him, attacks, drives, scoops it up, reverse lay-in, and gets it to go. Wow. Harper Johnson the other way, looking to answer, can't get it to go off the glass. Rebound pulled out of there by Goosey. He's playing tough the last couple of trips down the floor. Holds it up, gets it over to Connell. Leighton into the front court, keeps the bounce alive, loses it, and gets it over on the far side to Weems. They work it around, Leighton Connell, shot from 3 just right of center, doesn't go. Rio Raymond skies for a rebound and throws it away. And Kyle Kramer in there actively defensively again. Ahead to Connell. Connell turns, gives it off to Kramer to Layer. Cooper's shot does not go. Weak side rebound, Trey Connell. We go inside 3 minutes to go, first half. Connell brings it forward, off to Johnson. Trey goes right to left. Gets it to Wittoon, left side. Back to Connell, one dribble. Left side to Johnson. Throws it back up top to Connell. Back to Johnson, takes the three this time. Can't get it to go. Kramer, another rebound, weak side. Goosey into the front court. Leighton Connell trapped, hasn't used the bounce, now does, trying to split the double team. And as he does so, a timeout called by Sandhills Valley. Have questions about health and life insurance? Maybe you have retirement planning needs. Your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help. Reach them at 872-6810 or visit them in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Klang Financial is happy to help bring you this high school sports action, and we appreciate their help in bringing it to you as well.
Well, some other scores from some other area sub-district plays. Sandhills Thetford survives against Brady, winning 55-50. So Sandhills Thetford advances to the sub-district final of the D2-9 sub in Thetford. They'll await the winner of Anselmo Myrna against Mullen.
Kyle Kramer tosses it inbounds. Goosey brings it forward, off to Connell. Looks at Weems in the corner, goes the other way. Connell drug the pivot foot, and Cash Gracie at the top of that defense as the trap man caused that turnover.
13th turnover of this opening half for Sandhills Valley.
Trey Connell walks it forward as we approach 2 minutes to go here, first half. Connell to the corner, Paulson. Paulson drives in, dribbles away from the trap, gets it back to Trey, to Johnson in the corner, back up top to Trey. No look pass, fires through several different players. Just about took the head off of a cheerleader over there on the baseline. Everyone ducks, and it's last touched by Sandhills Valley out of bounds. Connell, no look pass into Joey Salick, who lays it up and in for two.
Oh, that was beautiful. Connell kind of baited the defender, thought he was going to throw it outside. Instead, he dumped it off inside to Salick, who got the easy two.
Harper Johnson knocks it out of bounds for South Loup defensively. Sandhills Valley in the front court as Kason Johnston checks into the game. A little bit of confusion as to who he's going in for. He comes in for Ethan Weems. Goosey with it in the backcourt, dribbles it forward. 1:30 to go, first half. Leighton Connell, trapped, trying to get out of there. Throws it to Johnston, goes baseline, works hard against Paulson. Back out to Connell. Now Goosey, top of the key three, does not go. Johnston had the offensive board, but has it taken away by Salick. Ahead to Gracie goes Connell. Connell calls for it back. Pull up three. Can't get it to go. Cooper Layer the rebound, and Goosey will bring it up. 1 minute to go, first half. 27-8 is the Sandhills Valley lead. The Sandhills Valley deficit as they have it poked out of bounds. Kyle Kramer to toss it in. Connell with it right side. Leighton, one dribble, gets it over to Goosey. Goosey skip pass over to Connell. Now in the corner to Layer. Jump pass, almost had it picked off. Kyle Kramer gets it. Nice find down inside. Ball is blocked on the shot by Kason Johnston. Mavericks will retain possession. Kramer slaps the basketball. Connell cuts through. They get it to Johnston. High post look to Layer. Layer fades, couldn't get the shot to go. Trey Connell the rebound, 35 seconds to go. 2v2, back the other way. A foul is called before the shot by Gracie on the fast break.
Foul's going to be on Goosey, and that is his third.
I'd describe him as a kid with a motor, for sure, on both ends. Trey Connell into Paulson. Fake the three, let the defense go by. Second attempt does not go. Johnston the rebound. Leighton Connell with the bounce. Trapp meets him before the half-court line. He breaks it with the dribble. Weems the three from the left side. Doesn't get it to go. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cooper Layer, the 5'11 senior. Cooper just one of two seniors on this squad for Sandhills Valley. Braden Powell is the other senior for the Mavericks. Paulson left side for South Loup. 6 seconds to go. Gets it to Connell, and they said he ran out of bounds and was the first player to touch the ball as he came back in. And that'll be a turnover to Sandhills Valley. Kyle Kramer back to Connell. Quickly ahead to Weems. Weems throws it up, but left it short at the buzzer. And we head to the half. South Loup leads it 27-8 over Sandhills Valley. It's halftime here in Ansley in the D1-11 boys sub-district. We'll take a break. When we come back, Brent will have a look at the halftime numbers on KBBN Radio.
Boom, bang, all sounds you never want to hear coming from your vehicle. A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is prepared to fix or prevent those sounds. If you're in need of auto and light truck service and repair, give Josh a call, 848-2542. That's 848-2542. It all starts with diagnosing the problem, then working to get you back on the road quickly with a vehicle you can depend on. A1 Auto Service in Arnold, proud sponsors of this broadcast and high school sports.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season, and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
When you need towing or transport, it often comes at a time that you didn't see coming. That's why Trumbull Repair and Towing Service offers it 24/7. So when you're stranded and need emergency roadside assistance, call Dan at 870-2127. Trumbull Repair offers mechanical service, welding, and mobile welding. Trumbull Repair and Towing Service, a half-mile east of Callaway on Highway 40, but serving the entire area. Call 870-2127.
Lane Chesley and his crew at Design Homes of Callaway are proud to help bring you this sports broadcast. Design Homes can help you with remodeling or any commercial or residential building construction. Just call Lane at 308-991-0870 to get started. Don't let that awesome project you have on your mind be a point of stress. Call Design Homes, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
You've been to them, the bars, taverns, and grills that are exactly like the next. Not Henry's Callaway Bar. They offer a bar experience unlike any other. Try one of Henry's fresh, handcrafted drinks or kick back for a beer with friends. If it's an appetite you're bringing with your thirst, look to their amazing homemade pizzas to fill you up, available to dine in or carry out. Call 308-836-4484. A slice of lime and a good time await you at Henry's Bar in Callaway, the oasis in the middle of Nebraska.
AgriBest Feeds of Callaway is your source for all things ranching. They have what you need as calving comes around, including ear tags, vet supplies, windscreens, go lights, milk replacer, Royal Heat calf warmers, and more. They also carry Powder River and Charter livestock equipment, and their Sweet Pro Lick tubs, Fresh Start, and Redmond Salt provide your animals with the outstanding nutrition they need. They carry the top-rated AeroQuip line of chutes and livestock equipment, too, behind the Community Center in Callaway or at 836-2298. AgriBest Feeds of Callaway.
We welcome you back to Ansley as we are at the half. It's a lead for South Loup at the halftime break, 27-8 over Sandhills Valley. South Loup got off to a hot start, leading 17-6 at the end of the first quarter, and really haven't looked back since then, Brent.
No, the defense really has stood out for South Loup in this first half. Sandhills Valley has gotten some looks, just haven't been able to knock down some shots here in the first half. But I think more importantly, they've kind of only gotten one look at the basket. If they don't make the first one, South Loup's done a pretty good job of handling the defensive glass and holding Sandhills Valley to one shot opportunity. As we take a look at the first half numbers, we'll start with South Loup. Leading the way is Cash Gracie, 14 in the first half to lead all scores. 11 of those came in the opening quarter. Rest of the scoring for South Loup, Trey Connell knocked down a couple of threes in the first quarter. He's got 9 in the half. Dylan Pandorf with 2 and Joey Salick with 2 to account for South Loup's 27 first half points. Meanwhile, for Sandhills Valley, their scoring goes like this. Leighton Connell with 2 points. Both of those came from the free throw line in the first quarter. Also with a bucket, scoring 2 points, Isaac Goosey with 2, Cooper Lair with 2, and Kyle Kramer with 2 points for Sandhills Valley, as South Loup leads it here 27-8 at the half. Turnover situation, unofficially, 13 turnovers in the first half for Sandhills Valley, 7 in the first half for South Loup. Rebounding's been real even. South Loup with 14, Sandhills Valley with 13. Free throw line, South Loup got there 6 times, made 2 of 6 in the half, and Sandhills Valley got there twice, going 2 of 2 from the line. Those both came from Leighton Connell, as South Loup leads it at the half by a score of 27-8.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll get you set up for the second half. Thank you to Thrivent Financial for sponsoring tonight's broadcast as well. They're proud to support student athletes as they work hard to achieve their goals. When it comes to financial goals, Scott Harvey wants to help you reach them. To create a strategy through insurance, investments, or planning for retirement that reflects your priorities and protects what matters most to you, call Scott Harvey with Thrivent Financial at 308-872-2511. Back with second half action after this.
Oil keeps the Oconto community on the go with full service at the gas pumps. They treat every customer with a smile and often some lively conversation. Their shop provides automotive repairs as well as tire service. Eggleston Oil keeps the local farms moving with fast, reliable, on-the-farm fuel delivery. They also help with a variety of local fundraisers too. Supporting radio coverage of high school sports is yet another way they show that all-important community involvement at Eggleston Oil of Oconto.
At Shotgun Annie's in Callaway, they're big fans of local artist BJ Jameson, and they think you should be too. They invite you to their watch party coming up on Wednesday the 28th. BJ is playing live at The Local in Nashville, Tennessee, and they're going to watch it in Callaway. If you want to see BJ Jameson live and in person, mark your calendar for March 3rd. He'll be doing a Sunday afternoon show at Shotgun Annie's in Callaway. Nashville recording artist BJ Jameson. Watch party February 28th and live March 3rd at Shotgun Annie's in Callaway.
Beerman Vet Services offers vet care for both large and small animals. From pregnancy checking to calving assistance, spays and neuters, vaccinations to emergency call care, they can assist you. Right now, make sure and stop in to see how they can help you stock up on your calving supplies. Stop by Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, or call 848-3334 for questions or to access the doctor on call. Beerman Vet Services is excited to cheer on the South Loup Bobcats. They are proud of the students' hard work and are glad to help sponsor this broadcast of high school sports.
Lodi Seed Service, LLC, your trusted channel seedsman, now serving the Callaway area. They are proud to bring you this sports broadcast. Why choose them? High-quality channel seeds, expertise tailored to your farm, local knowledge paired with global resources, and, of course, unmatched customer service. To get on the path to achieving your farming goals or exceeding them, contact Abe Hinman or T.R. Anderson with Lodi Seed Services, sponsors of this sports broadcast.
He started mowing her lawn every Sunday to earn money for his first car. She needed the help, and when money got tight, he kept doing it for free. So he never saved enough to buy that car for his 16th birthday. But it didn't matter, because she gave him the classic, parked in her garage. Do the right thing, and good things happen. That's why we're not just a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Redfern Electric in Callaway is a big supporter of the South Loup Bobcats. Whether you're in need of residential, commercial, or ag electrical work, your first call should be to Ed Lashley at Redfern Electric. Their commitment is to quality and their customers who always come first. Call Ed at 836-2254. Redfern Electric, proud supporters of the South Loop Bobcats and this broadcast.
Welcome back to Ansley. 27-8 is the South Loop score over Sandhills Valley at the half, and Brent's got to look at a couple of other scores.
We'll look at some other area sub-district play here quick. C1-11 in Ogallala. Ogallala defeats Chase County 82-46. They'll take on the winner of Gothenburg and Kozad. That game just underway. Of course, earlier tonight here, Ansley Litchfield winning over Twin Loup 68-52. Spartans await the winner of South Loop and Sandhills Valley. C2-10 sub-district, Grand Island Central Catholic defeats Arcadia Loup City 62-30. They advance to play the winner of Ravenna and Hastings St. Cecilia. Boy, what a tough D2-7 sub-district in Shelton. Top seed Shelton wins over Silver Lake, who had 16 wins, and they were the number 4 seed. Whoa. Shelton won at 63-50 to advance. They'll play the winner of SEM and Elm Creek. That game is just underway. And at the D2-9 sub-district in Thetford, Sandhills Thetford defeats Brady 55-50. They'll play the winner of Anselmo Myrna and Mullen.
Third quarter underway as Goosey runs it into the front court for Sandhills Valley. Off to Connell, far side over to Johnston. High post look for Kramer. Back out to Connell. Goosey, a three from the left side, and that's a good start for Sandhills Valley as they hit the three from Isaac Goosey.
That is a great start for Sandhills Valley.
Paulson to Trey Connell, and that's going to be the fourth on Isaac Goosey, just selling out for that basketball, and his teammate Connell comes over and lays hands on his shoulders and says, man, love the hustle, but we can't have you with 4. And he's going to have to be subbed out moments after hitting that big three-pointer to open the quarter. Connell brings it forward for South Loop, up the right side. Now centers the basketball to Paulson. Couple of dribbles back to Connell, just right of center. 30 seconds gone here in the third quarter. Paulson left side, now to Gracie in the corner. Skips it all the way over to Trey. Trey, a couple of dribbles over to Pandorf. Long two, does not go. Weak side rebound, Salick battling Johnston. It's last touched by Joey, out of bounds. Sandhills Valley basketball. Johnston with the basketball. Connell up on him in that full court press. Nice pass off to Connell. They get it off to Weems. Weems goes glass on the baseline drive and scores 2. And it's a 5-0 run for Sandhills Valley out of the gate here in the third. They trail by 14. Gracie in the corner. Ball above the head off to Pandorf, left side. Now Connell centers the ball between the rings. Paulson, now short corner, Salick, all the way across to Connell, fires it in, Cash Gracie, blocked by Kyle Kramer. And Kramer comes back with it.
Man, Kramer has had a sensational game inside, bothering shots with his length and his athleticism.
And Cooper Lair on the other side left his feet due to the defense running up on him. And now we've got a scoreboard problem. Everyone's looking at the power cord, might have a power issue. Whatever it was, they got it figured out. Scoreboard must have memory because the memory was not wiped as a result of what just happened. South Loop basketball, 6:30 to go, third quarter. All the scoring done by Sandhills Valley so far in this third. Paulson now left side over to Connell. They try to work it to the short corner to Gracie. Has it knocked away by Kyle Kramer. It'll be South Loop basketball from the corner. They'll send Paulson over there to key it in. Gets it into Connell. 6:15 to go third quarter. Connell gets it in the corner to Paulson. Now gets it back left side. Trey, one dribble forward, draws the defense over to Paulson. Can't get the three to go. Rebound fought for. Kyle Kramer, another rebound. 6 to go third quarter. Connell out to Johnston. Long two in the corner put up by Layer. Couldn't get it to go, but a good look for Sandhills Valley. Trey Connell centers the basketball. 5:45 to go, third quarter. 14-point lead, South Loup. Still scoreless here in this third quarter as we get started. Paulson up top, works it around. Cash Gracie. Cash lost it, double teamed, lost the basketball. Salick tried to grab it. That's called out of bounds. Last touch by him, and Coach Cole not liking the look of things here early in the third quarter. Takes a quick timeout. 5:30 to go, third quarter. It's 27-13. South Loup on top.
Weather does anything, it makes us notice the drafts our homes are letting through. Meath Lumber in Broken Bow is proud to be your local solution for sailing up those drafts and making your home more efficient. They sell quality Anderson windows. Both 100 and 400 series are available for your new construction or replacement project. Of course, they have the foam for around those windows too. Meath Lumber is still being remodeled, but inside, their knowledgeable staff is ready to help with your DIY project.
Back to the action. Sandhills Valley basketball. They get it ahead to Cooper Layer. Layer scoops it back out to Johnston. Gets it over to Connell. Layton steps into a three-pointer. Just barely misses that one. Salick tracks down the rebound for South Loup. Cash Gracie in the front court, left side, with the dribble against Johnston. Gets it out to Salick. Now right side, Harper Johnson. Short corner. And they work it around left side to Connor Paulson. Can't get the three to go. His threes have not been going this evening. He's normally a dangerous shooter from beyond the three. And now turnover. Leighton Connell lost it as he fell down, and in doing so took out the legs of Connor Paulson and is called for the foul.
For Leighton, that is just his first. Team second in the quarter for Sandhills Valley.
Outside of the 5 points scored by Sandhills Valley, haven't had any other scoring happen for either of these teams as the three doesn't go for Gracie. Has the ball kicked back out to him and fouled on the drive into the lane area, and Gracie comes away hobbling on that same leg he injured earlier again.
Foul going to be on Cooper Layer of Sandhills Valley. That'll be his first, team's third.
A few subs come in for South Loup. It's Wattoon, Raymond, Johnson, Paulson, and Connell. And there's Connor Paulson, gets the three to go from the corner on the inbounds from Trey Connell. It's a 5-3 scoring advantage here in the third for Sandhills Valley now, as Kyle Kramer has it knocked away from Wattoon, as Sandhills Valley was getting awfully close to that 10 count again. Johnston walks the ball forward, dribbles around Wattoon, and threw it at the feet of Cooper Layer. Turnover back to South Loup.
That last three that Connor Paulson hit, the sixth from beyond the arc tonight for South Loup.
Connell brings it forward as we approach 4 minutes to go here, third quarter. Connell left side up to Johnson, now right side, Paulson. Throws it at the feet of Wattoon, does well to track it down in the short corner. Gets it out to Connell, holds it up top of the key, now right side, Paulson. Connor with the dribble against Connell. Holds it up, lost the bounce, throws it to the high post to Raymond, and he is going to be fouled. Might get Weems on this one. And they do.
For Weems, it is just his first, but now it's the team's fourth. So the rest of this quarter, South Loup will be shooting two after each Sandhills Valley defensive foul.
Connell throws it in, then gets it back in the corner. Baseline drive. Oh, nice feed down low by Wattoon. Kyle Kramer slaps his shot back. And now the shot in the lane put up by Paulson on the recovery. Scores two. Well, you heard the oohs and ahs. Kyle Kramer is a hawk in the air when it comes to those blocks. Leighton Connell into the front court. Trey Connell comes out and applies pressure. They get it to Kramer. Fires it over to Weems. Couldn't control it. And another turnover back to South Loop.
I feel bad I'm not keeping track of blocks. But
it's got to be 5 or 6, right?
I was just going to think 5 or 6, too, with Kyle and the way he's been kind of bothering things every time South Loop tries to take a shot inside the lane.
You get to a certain point, 6, 7 blocks for a lot of schools might be near a school record. You kind of start wondering what that is. Trey Connell with it right side, over to Connor Paulson. His 3 from the left side does not rattle in. Nice bounce of the glass by Crew Wattoon. Couldn't get the first follow to go. Second effort goes in. 2:35 to go, third quarter. It's back up to a 34-13 lead for South Loop on the Wattoon make.
Yeah, that's just a great effort by Crew Wattoon. Got the offensive rebound, went up in traffic, couldn't finish, got the rebound again, and finally put it up and in.
Connell in the front court. Layton holds it up. Finds Layer on a nice cut, goes baseline and scores 2. Just kind of walked into the open ground that the defense gave him. Connell pull up 3 the other way, scores it right back. Kramer into the front court. Kyle holds it up momentarily. Over across and around to Layer. His jumper from the baseline does not go. And it's poked out of there by Weems. Connell wanted the over the back, but Weems has long arms. He just poked it over the top of him. Under 2 to go, third quarter. South Loop, a little bit of a scoring drought to get this quarter started, but they've picked it up pretty well here since about the halfway mark of the period. South Loop works it around the outside, and Layton Connell comes away with the basketball, shoots it up, and is fouled by Paulson on the other end. Nice aggressive run by Layton Connell. Didn't keep the foot off the gas going the other way.
Yeah, good anticipation by Connell, too, defensively. Kind of read that pass, stepped in front of it, knocked it away, able to get to the free throw line at the other end.
Layton's first shot falls.
I don't know, watching him shoot free throw, I have a feeling he maybe won some free throw contests in his younger days.
Certainly consistent, and he goes 2 for 2 that time.
He's 4 for 4 from the line tonight.
He made double digits straight in a game that we called in the MNAC tournament in Broken Bow not that long ago. Had a big fourth quarter shooting the basketball from the charity stripe. Trey Connell with it left side. No look pass. They work it around. Short corner. Wattoon shot doesn't go. Raymond in amongst 3 other Sandhills Valley players gets the rebound and scores the putback. And now Wattoon the pick off. Gives it off to Connell. Deep three-pointer does not go. Rebound Harper Johnson. Scoops it into Wattoon rather, but Kyle Kramer comes away with it. Now Kramer brings it forward and dribbles into the front court. Drives into the lane, tries to get it out of there, and Trey Connell comes away with it. Attacks Isaac Goosey, and he has to lay off with his 4 fouls, and Connell lays it up and in. Layton Connell into the front court, cut off by Wattoon. And a foul going to be whistled on Crew here.
For Crew, it's just his first. Just the second team foul against South Loop as we come toward the end of the quarter.
32 seconds and change left on the clock. Kyle Kramer to key it in. Throws it up to Goosey. Goosey brings it forward. Trap comes up on him, and Kyle Kramer on the high post look is fouled by Rio Raymond.
And that'll be the first on Rio.
Kramer to toss it in, about 5 feet to the right of where he did before. Goosey into the front court. Ball fake, gets it up to Kramer, kicks it out to Johnston. 20 seconds to go here, third quarter. Goosey. Couple of fakes. They get it down inside to Layer. Layer, kick out to Johnston. Thought about the 3. Into Kramer instead. Drives in, and a foul whistled. And Rio Raymond reacting like this one is on him, and it is. And that was the fourth foul on South Loup, but it was, I believe, in the act of shooting. Official coming over and discussing something with the scores table and now calls over another official. They're talking maybe about the foul count, but I think Kramer was definitely in the act of shooting, so that should not matter.
Well, you like the way Sandhills Valley has come out and competed here in this third quarter. They scored just 8 points total in the first half. They've bettered that with 9 in this quarter. So Sandhills Valley playing much better offensively here in the second half.
Kramer's first does not go. Into the game for South Loup, Carter Wood making his first appearance, comes in for Raymond. Wood goes to the far side of the block. Kramer's second, splashes home. Wood tosses it in to Paulson, brings it forward into the front court with 4 seconds to go. Paulson spots up there, missed everything, and the time will run out on the third quarter. South Loup well in control of this one, 41-18 over Sandhills Valley as we head to the fourth quarter.
Physical therapy can help. 872-5111. Good balance is essential for a healthy, active life. Team Physical Therapy is here to help you stay healthy, improve your balance, and keep you active. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapists will design a personalized plan for you to help you improve your stability, decrease risk of falling, and get you back to doing what you love. Don't let that balance issue keep you at home, or if it does, we can come to you. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111.
The Wish Sports Apparel clearance is going on right now at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow. Save between 30 and 50% off winter items like hoodies, sweatpants, stocking hats, gloves, and more. If it's winter apparel, it's on sale. Scott is excited for spring and the track season. Go and see the nice selection of track shoes perfect for practice and competition from brands like Brooks and Under Armour. Open Monday through Saturday. Gear up at Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
As we start the fourth quarter, Sandhills Valley was outscored by 11 in the first quarter, 8 in the second quarter, and then only 4 in the third quarter. They're kind of building and slowly but surely starting to even South Loup's scoring a little bit, and really the defense and the rebounding has been there all night long despite the score.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the effort has definitely been there for Sandhills Valley from the opening tip. Just that, you know, only scoring 8 points in the first half, South Loup was able to create some distance, and Sandhills Valley so far has been able to play even with South Loup in the second half, but hasn't really been able to cut into that South Loup lead yet.
Harper Johnson left side to Salick. High-low look goes through the arms of Pandorf, and a turnover out of the gates to start the fourth for South Loup. Leighton Connell brings it forward. Dribbles around the trap. Throws it in the corner. Weems has it there. Oh, nice pass into Cooper. Layer goes glass. Can't score it, but a foul is called. Harper Johnson gets this one.
And that is Harper's first.
Layer's first shot rattles in. And the scoring starts with that free throw here in the fourth. Layer's second, rolls in. And it's 41-20. Connell off to Harper Johnson. To Pandorf, short corner. Skip pass all the way over to Connell. Fake the three, drives in. Short corner, Salick. His jumper does not fall. Kyle Kramer the rebound. Off to Goforth. Gets it to Kramer. Ahead to Weems. Nice pass. A lob to Cooper Layer, who lays it up and in off of the glass. And again, a hot start to a quarter for Sandhills Valley, a 4-0 run.
Great play by Lair to not put that ball on the floor and go straight up with it.
Paulson tries to answer from the three-point line, can't do it. Rebound to Weems. Leighton Connell ahead to Goforth. Goforth into the front court, gets it off to Lair. Ball on the floor, goes glass, can't score it. Joey Salick, a tough earned rebound inside defensively. Connell, oh, nice crossover on Weems, gets it over to Paulson. Now gets it back up top. Right side, Harper Johnson, short corner to Pandorf, skip pass over to Paulson. Now left side over to Salick, into Pandorf, back to Salick. Salick threw it away. Connell into the front court for Sandhills Valley, drives into the short corner. Connell on Connell action here. Tried to throw it off of Trey, but Trey avoided it. They get it into Lair, free throw line jumper, left short, rebound Harper Johnson. South Loup gets the stop. And again, the Bobcats in no hurry to carry this ball up. Sandhills Valley going to have to value every possession to try to dig back into this one. Harper Johnson's three does not go. Trey Connell the rebound. Off to Paulson, left side. Connor a couple of dribbles. Gets it out to Trey Connell, kicks it out to Johnson. Short corner look, Paulson. Now to Salick. And South Loup continues moving it around. Trey Connell threw it away. Just off on where he thought his teammate was. And Goforth was there instead for Sandhills Valley. Holds the basketball up, tries to get it to Weems in the corner, but it's knocked out of bounds by Paulson. Crew Wattoon back into the game. The lone sub here for South Loup. No subs for Sandhills Valley. Goforth brings it ahead. Kyle Kramer, high post look, kicks it out. Connell looked at the three, drives in instead, shoots it over. Salick goes glass and scores two, and the Sandhills Valley run continues. Harper Johnson back the other way, 10-footer, does not go. Goforth the miss on the quick possession. Ahead to Connell. Connell's three rattles in. Don't look now. Here comes Sandhills Valley, and a timeout is called by South Loup. 4:42 to go, fourth quarter, 41-27. South Loup leads Sandhills Valley.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
February is Heart Month, and Melham Medical Center wants to be sure you are heart healthy. We have 4 cardiologists, Dr. Cookman, Dr. Balwans, Dr. Freeling, and Dr. Dasuki, all who visit our specialty clinic on a regular basis. Don't make a trip out of town when you can get big town doctors right here at home. Call 308-872-4157 to schedule your appointment in the specialty clinic. We look forward to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
South Loup basketball out of the break, and another great start to a quarter for Sandhills Valley, Brent.
Well, yeah, a 9-0 run for Sandhills Valley to start this quarter, and they're starting to chip their way right back into this thing.
Trey Connell will walk it forward. Sandhills Valley's defensive rebounding has been big. They've been able to get a couple of turnovers as well as they've stayed active defensively. Salick drives in, shoots against Cooper Lair, and draws the foul. Go to the charity stripe.
Like that setup by South Loup coming out of the timeout, you could tell that they wanted to get it to the rim area. When you're kind of struggling offensively, always good to get it inside, see if nothing else, if you can draw a foul, and that's what Salick did.
Have questions about health and life insurance? Maybe you have retirement planning needs. Your friends at Clank Financial are honored to help. Reach them at 872-6810 or visit them in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Clank Financial is proud to help bring you this high school sports action. Salick hits the second to go 1 for 2 that trip. Connell ahead to Kramer. Kramer tries to fit it all the way across the floor, but it's kicked. It'll stay Mavericks ball. 42-27, South Loup with the lead. As Kyle Kramer looks to get it in. Throws it into Goosey. Ahead to Goforth. Goforth across to Kramer. Controls it. High post. Back out to Goforth. Takes a three. Missed it to the right. Rebound South Loup. Paulson in the front court. Holds it up. Lost it. Gets it off to Salick. Salick left side. Inside to Watoon. Crew turns around. Shoots up a little hook shot. Can't get it to go. Gets the rebound. Goforth picks off the ball. Knocks it out of bounds as Watoon was trying to toss it out to Trey Connell. Watoon to key it in. 3:50 to go, fourth quarter. And throws it away. Goosey has it blocked, but Connell right behind him running the floor, and it's an 11-0 run for Sandhills Valley here in the fourth. And now a turnover. Leighton Connell the other way. Lets Trey Connell go by and scores two more. It's a 13-0 run to start the fourth. Watoon gets it into Paulson. Paulson into the front court, holds it up. And a timeout called by Coach Cole. 3:24 to go, fourth quarter. All of a sudden, we've got ourselves a ball game. 42-31. South Loup still scoreless here in the fourth quarter.
Athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work, and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Ansley. Apologize going to the break. I said that South Loup had not scored in the quarter. They did have that one free throw put in by Joey Salick, but that amongst the spattering of scoring and steals and defensive rebounds by Sandhills Valley, and the Mavericks are right back in this one.
Yeah, what a fourth quarter so far. Sandhills Valley's outscored South Loup 13-1 in this quarter.
Paulson tries to get it over to Salick, block to block, and it's kicked. Baseline inbounding coming for South Loup.
Well, now you see why you never lose your effort, right? You keep playing, you keep fighting. That's what Sandhills Valley has done, and they've kind of chipped into this thing to make it interesting coming to the final 3 minutes.
Paulson with it left side, just in front of the Sandhills Valley student section. It's got to be loud over there. I can hear him from here. And Trey Connell going to be fouled by Goforth. And that is foul number 2 this quarter by Sandhills Valley. Something maybe for them to consider would be getting up in fouls a little bit more here as we work further into the quarter, especially just an 11-point game now. Trey Connell dribbles it forward. Leighton Connell picks him up. Trey dribbles around him, off to Johnson, and throws it away. Leighton Connell the other direction. Johnson goes by, and Connell scores 2 on the other end. A 13-1 run here in the quarter, and it's single digits.
Leighton Connell has 11 in this quarter.
Back the other way. Pandorf can't get the shot to go. Salick the follow, and he is fouled. Goosey down there in the area. If this is on him, and it is, that will be 5 on Isaac Goosey.
Boy, you can't say enough about Leighton Connell and what he's done to lead this fourth quarter charge for Sandhills Valley. Had not made a shot from the field through 3 quarters. His 4 points going into the fourth came from the free throw line, but now he's got 11 in the fourth quarter to lead this run by Sandhills Valley.
Very calm moves on the other end on these steals by him as well, letting the defense go by and then calmly laying it up and in as Salick scores the second point this quarter for South Loup there at the free throw line.
That was a big made free throw by Joey.
Salick's second follows the first.
Those were big makes as you try to hold off Sandhills Valley right now.
Goforth ahead to Kyle Kramer. Back out to Leighton Connell. Off to Goforth. High post look. Kyle Kramer faces up. Salick applying tough defense on him. Leighton Connell with the bounce. Picks up the bounce. Good defense there by Connell as well as his teammate Dylan Pandorf until a foul is called on Connell.
And that is Trey Connell's first of the game.
Kramer into Goforth. Goforth in the corner. Johnston back to Goforth. Attacks off to Kramer. Kramer in the corner to Johnston. Skip pass over to Leighton Connell. Leighton, a jab step, steps back, gets it in to Layer. Double teamed, hasn't used the bounce, now gets it out to Connell. Leighton drives in, keeps the pivot foot, shoots it up, misses everything. Weak side rebound, Trey Connell. Out to Paulson, dribbles it forward, gets it back to Connell. Minute 45 to go, 11-point lead for South Loup. Time running low on Sandhills Valley, and they're 2 fouls away from being in the bonus. And now a foul going to be whistled.
Kason Johnston will be the one whistled for it. His second, the team's fourth against Sandhills Valley in this quarter. So on the next one, South Loup will go to the line.
Pandorf to toss it in. Good defense on the inbounds, and a foul going to be called as Johnston into the back of Paulson. Sandhills Valley hoping that that one would just be no call on the foul side of things and that Paulson would be called for touching that out of bounds. Not the case, as Paulson will go to the free throw line. Paulson a few dribbles, can't rattle in the first free throw.
Boy, kind of crazy to look at the scorebook. South Loup has not made a shot from the field in this quarter, and we only have 1:38 left to go.
And it has also been a while since we've seen Cash Gracie with that injury that he was favoring for quite a while. He went to the bench early in the third quarter, I believe, and we have not seen him since. Just hasn't been the same since that big collision over here on the left side of the floor. Free throw goes and a timeout is called. It is 45-33. South Loup in the lead here in Ansley. Winner of this one, of course, advances to take on the 1 seed Ansley Litchfield Spartans. They got a big victory over Twin Loup earlier on this evening, and South Loup and Ansley Litchfield fans are kind of waiting for that one to happen, as their regular season matchup that so many were anticipating ended up being canceled due to weather, and those two teams don't see each other as often as they used to when they were in the same conference. So that would be a treat for those fan bases if South Loup and Ansley Litchfield could meet here later on Thursday. But South Loup has got to take care of some business here against the Sandhills Valley team that's surging. Goforth drives in, couldn't get the shot to go. Back the other way. Wattoon in the front court, does well to control it, goes up, scores 2 on the feet from Trey Connell. And that might just do it.
And that all started on the defensive end with a great defensive play by Harper Johnson.
Kyle Kramer turns it over, and Johnson going to be wrapped up. One official has a foul, one has a jump ball. They come together and discuss it, and we'll see what the solution is. It's going to be a foul on Sandhills Valley, which obviously not the best case scenario for them because the possession arrow favored them.
Foul's going to be on Lair. That is his third. And South Loup now going to the other end to shoot 2 foul shots.
Harper Johnson's first falls through.
Boy, you have to give Sandhills Valley all kinds of credit for the way they have continued to fight here in this second half, especially in this fourth quarter. But that first half deficit just appears like it's going to be too much to overcome.
Johnson's second did not go. Crew Wattoon, the defensive board, but Kyle Kramer comes away with it. Goforth off to Connell. Connell lets the defense go by, shoots one up and is fouled. And this is going to be 3 free throws coming the way of Leighton Connell. Kind of had a shot fake, let the defense go by and leaned forward and shot it and drew the foul. And Connell's first, does not go. Layton second. Does go. And he'll get a look at a third and final shot. 59.5 seconds to go here, fourth quarter. And with that make, it's 48-35, 13-point lead for South Loup. Paulson with the basketball, trapped by Sandhills Valley. Paulson running out of time, and a timeout called by Coach Cole. And it is a full timeout on the floor. 48-35, we'll step away as well and bring you the final 53 seconds of the fourth quarter after this.
Acquiring a lush green lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A2Z Lawn Pro's fertilizer program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
Well, Sandhills Valley, not much to talk about in their huddle as they break the huddle and run back out onto the floor. South Loup still in theirs. Got to applaud the effort of Sandhills Valley late in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've, to put it simply, done more rebounding, stealing, and scoring of the basketball.
Yeah, they started on a 13-1 run to start this fourth quarter. Kind of got back into it. I want to say they got to within single digits for just a quick bit, but South Loup looks like they're going to survive.
Connell to Wattoon, who is fouled on the layup attempt. Sandhills Valley kind of sold out in the backcourt. South Loup threw it forward into the front court. Connell found Wattoon, and he's got an and one opportunity.
Foul on Lair, his fourth.
And Wattoon completes the three-point play. Leighton Connell brings it forward. Trey Connell picks him up at half court, slides with him, gets a nice screen from Kramer. Kramer with the bounce, drives in against Wattoon, finds the angle and scores two inside. 35 seconds to go, fourth quarter. And now Kramer going to be called for the foul on Pandorf.
Oh, great. Sorry, Jeremy, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Just was going to take a moment to give a salute to the seniors on both of these squads as they work into the later part of the season. Braden Powell and Ethan Weems, as well as Cooper Lair, the three seniors for Sandhills Valley. Trey Connell, Cash Gracie, Brady Brestel, Rio Raymond, and Joey Salick, the seniors for South Loup. Always like to give a shout out to the seniors late in the season as Pandorf made the first. Pandorf, the 6'1 sophomore, goes 2 for 2. Sandhills Valley back the other way, under 30 seconds to go. Kramer into the front court, right in front of us on the stage. Threw it across the floor and threw it out of bounds. .22 seconds flat as a couple of subs coming in for Sandhills Valley. Bruns into the game for the Mavericks. Also running in is Braden McNutt, the 5'9 sophomore. As Connell and Cooper Lair will be subbed out. Also coming into the game, Colton Klaus. And 5 new players for South Loup coming into the contest as well. We'll kind of call out some names as we work everybody around. Caleb McFate to key it in. McFate slaps the basketball. All his teammates leave him. Now throws it back into the backcourt. It's saved into the hands of Bruns, who puts it up and scores it. And now a timeout taken. Sandhills Valley gets a couple more players in there. And some rounds of applause come in as Ezekiel Goosey runs in, the 5'10 freshman. Also into the game is Jackson Fisher, the 5'11 freshman for the Mavericks. Malachi Neff to throw it in, the 6-foot-tall freshman for South Loup. Neth gets it into McFate. Caleb into the front court. No one stops him. Scoops up the shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound put up. Does not go in for Neth. And a rebound this time for Sandhills Valley. 5 seconds to go as Klaus dribbles it forward. Klaus throws it up at the buzzer. Almost got it to bank in just before time expired. South Loup survives and advances 53-39, the victory over Sandhills Valley. They will take on the victors in the earlier contest, Ansley Litchfield, on Thursday here on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video. We hope you join us for that broadcast. For right now, we'll take one last break. When we come back, we'll look at the final numbers, and we'll close things out here in Ansley from the D1-11 Boys Sub-District.
Nebraska, this is Chip, your local insurance ally. At Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, we're not just about insurance, we're about community. From auto coverage in your sweet home to the barn and everything it holds, we have you covered. Speaking of coverage, we are proud to support broadcasts of our local student athletes as well as the Huskers here on the radio for our fellow Nebraskans. Come see me, Chip, in Callaway, or call 308-836-2201. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, your insurance, your community, and your winning team.
You've heard about Warranty Forever at Gateway Motors. It comes with new and pre-owned vehicles with less than 100,000 miles. But now it comes with even more. Gateway Advantage adds 3 years of windshield protection. It's unlimited. Break your windshield 14 times? No problem. Deposit protection reimburses your original down payment up to $4,000 if your vehicle is determined to be a total loss from accident, fire, or being stolen. You receive a check towards your next vehicle purchase. Warranty Forever, better than ever at Gateway Motors in Broken Bow.
Welcome back one last time as the second game of two here in Ansley tonight has gone final. A victory for South Loup, outlasting Sandhills Valley after they put together a really strong push there in the fourth quarter. Sandhills Valley actually outscored South Loup 21-12 in the fourth to make it a little bit interesting for a bit, but South Loup hit the free throws down the stretch to pull this one out and advance to take on Ansley Litchfield. With a look at your numbers, here's Brent.
All right, Jeremy, thanks, Jack. Great fight in the second half by Sandhills Valley. They scored only 8 points in the first half. They scored 31 second half points, so they came out and really fought, but that first half deficit just a little bit too much to overcome. South Loup led 27-8 at the half, and they hang on to win it 53-39. As we take a look at some of the individual numbers, we'll go to South Loup scoring first. Trey Connell and Cash Gracie each finished with 14 points to lead the way for South Loup. Dylan Pandorf had 4 points. Connor Paulson finishes with 6 in the game. Knocking down a free throw for 1 point in the game, Harper Johnson. Rio Raymond had 2 points in the game. Crew Wattoon had 7 points in the game, and all of those came in the second half. And Joey Salick hit some big free throws coming down the stretch. He would finish with 5 in the game for South Loup. Meanwhile, for Sandhills Valley, they were led by Leighton Connell, who got hot in the fourth quarter when Sandhills Valley started to make that run in the fourth. He would finish with 17 points to lead all scorers tonight. 13 of those 17 from Leighton Connell came in the fourth quarter. Bruns came in and knocked down a bucket for Sandhills Valley. He finishes with 2 points in the game. Isaac Goosey finished with 5. Ethan Weems with 2. Cooper Lair had a good game. He had 8 points. And Kyle Kramer had 5 points, but Kramer really made a name for himself on the defensive end. Had a lot of rebounds and was a menace inside with some block shots. So good all-around game from Kyle Kramer for Sandhills Valley. But South Loup wins at 53-39, so the top 2 seeds in the sub-district tournament will move on, and we'll get South Loup against Ansley Litchfield in the sub-district final coming up on Thursday, which should be an outstanding game.
As we close out our broadcast, I want to thank the sponsors who made it possible for us, including J.R. Meyer Insurance, Clang Financial, 4 County Heating and Air, Thrivent Financial, Norder Supply, Callaway Market, Rain Dance Repair, First State Insurance, Prairie Eye Care, the Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, South Loup Community Pharmacy, A1 Auto Repair, Rocks Underground, Trumbull Repair and Towing, Design Homes, Henry's Callaway Bar, Agribest Feeds, Eggleston Oil, Shotgun Annie's Saloon and Grill, Bierman Vet Services, Pinnacle Bank, Lodi Seed Service, Redfern Electric, Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Aero Seed, Shelter Insurance, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Mead Lumber, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, A2Z Lawn Pro, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, and Gateway Motors. And thank you to the video sponsors, Agribest Feeds, A1 Auto Repair, First State Insurance, Palmer Monument, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Nebraska State Bank, Insurance of the Heartland, Meat Lumber Broken Bow, Colligan, Broken Bow Livestock, Lines Appliance, and the Callaway District Hospital. 4 teams came into tonight. 2 teams advance, 1 closer to the state tournament. Ansley Litchfield, the top seed, and South Loup, the number 2 seed in the sub-district, advanced to play on Thursday evening. A game we'll have right here on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video. Tip for that one set for 7 p.m. We'll be here to bring it to you. For videographer Christy Wells, for Brent Apperson, I'm Jeremy Scheib, wishing you a great rest of your evening.
Listening to our coverage of high school sports. We hope you enjoyed the
3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a 3-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown, good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3, hit it. That's a 3 for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau. Oh, hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from. You get
second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3, got it. His 3rd from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Bay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my